All right, let's see if this audio is rolling. One can only hope. All right, I should be back. Okay. Can you hear me? Oh, I'm loud and clear. All right, that's great. All right, let me go and see if I can hear myself on the playback. Uh, okay. It's clear, loud and clear. Not staticky or anything like that. All right, I need you guys to do me a favor. Those of you who have Apple and iPhone, the link I just put into the chat room, I need you to download that app. Use the promo code Adonis and watch this stream on the Hot Mic app. You can still watch it here. You're getting the exact same playback. Go. I'm a spam it in the comment section. I think we're all set for kickoff at probably 8:25. I'm on for the full game. Yes, I am. You can hear a tiny bit of noise. Okay, Mega. Tiny bit of noise. Static, it's clear. Somebody made. All right. Okay, so we got Oakland taking on the Los Angeles Android Chargers, or the Gruden Grinders taking on the Go Chargers Go. So first and foremost, individuals who are in the chat room watching this live on Hot Mic, watching it live on the YouTube simulcast, you let me know, who do you think is going to win, and let me know your score prediction. Matt Millen. I think we got Matt Millen lighting the torch or something out there in Oakland. We've got the graphic on the screen that appears to be Troy Aikman on commentary and Joe Buck to the right. Listen, if you're watching on your screen right now, if you're watching live on Fox or watching live on NFL Network, if you don't want to hear Joe Buck, you turn your volume down. All right, you download the Hot Mic app. You look in the chat room. All right, look in the chat room. Select that link. Use the promo code Adonis. You're going to listen straight to me. I am your commentator for the night, not Joe Buck, not Troy Aikman on commentary. Get the right sort of commentary that you want. All right, download that Hot Mic app. Let me know who you think is winning tonight on Thursday Night Football. I'm seeing some predictions over here. Chargers by 7. We got a couple of donations that came in. Shout out to Ultra Instinct for the new mic. I truly do appreciate that. Lord knows I need it. You got a Bionic Soldier choosing the Raiders. All right, that's a big time suggestion over there. I would roll with them too, but there's just something about those Chargers that got me thinking they're gonna pull off the upset victory. Although they're not really, not the favorite. This game can either go either way. But you see, Derek Carr, the last 5 games, I've touched on it on my pregame analysis, also the postgame analysis. This guy's been balling. All right, 112 passer rating over the course of the past 5 games. He's thrown 9 touchdowns to 1 interception. He's playing sensational football, averaging about 250 some yards per game, but he's balling, man. He's taking care of business. The Raiders are at 500. A lot of people thought they were going to be yet another laughing stock. They've got Josh Jacobs. He's running the ball up and down people's throats all game long. On the opposition side, the Chargers have been struggling. A lot of people thought this was a Super Bowl caliber team. All right, they haven't jumped out to the start people thought they would, but this is classic Chargers. All right, I can't count on my hands how many times we've seen Phillip Rivers start out a season sub 500 and somehow in December he's contending to possibly go to the playoffs. Let's look at some more of these score predictions. I'm seeing 27-24 in favor of the Chargers. I'm seeing 7-3. Was that set? Well, that's a low score. All right, 28-21 in favor of the Raiders. I'm seeing 27-13 in favor of the Chargers. 27-24, the Gruden Grinders. Phillip Rivers is on the field. He's throwing the ball to somebody. We can't see it. He's got on the powder blues, jogging on the sideline. Oh, Phillip Wheels Rivers. He's older than Betty White. I heard he went to school with Abraham Lincoln. We've got the opening kickoff. Apparently the Chargers are back to receive the kick. The Raiders are kicking it away. Daniel Carlson, is that him getting ready, set to kick? Whatever the case is, I'm expecting an exciting game. All right. Desmond King in the end zone, back to receive the kick, along with an individual whose last name is Pope. Let's hope he's not Pope II, because he got no business being touched. That man is holy if he is indeed the Pope. All right, Phillip Rivers walking along the sideline, knowing he's fixing to get the ball first. Opening kickoff, and here we go. And game has started out in Oakland in the black hole. All right, it's received at the 2. Couple of convoy of bodies in front of him. The man's eyes are for decoration. He didn't see the blocks whatsoever. Tackled at the 20. He should have just took a knee in the end zone. You'd had 5 additional yards. Why would you take it out? Well, granted, you couldn't really go into the end zone. It was at the 2. That doesn't make any sense. On the screen, what you're seeing is pass yards this season. Phillip Rivers is leading the league, all right, with 2,609 yards. Old man Rivers still doing his thing. Still doing his thing. 1st and 10 from the 19. Powder Blues, Android Chargers with the ball. Got ample time. Melvin Gordon going in motion. Man looks extremely flummoxed, not sure what's going on. It appears there's a change of the play at the line. Dropping back, Rivers looking over the middle. He's got a man. That's Austin Eckler at the 42-yard line. Evidently, those Gruden grinders aren't Gruden grinding. The big-time pickup over the middle. Phillip Rivers with a very unorthodox, passing motion. Not many people throw the ball that appears to be side-armed or over the middle. Not sure what's going on over there. But big-time first down. The Chargers are moving. The Raiders apparently not too sure what's going on, but they get, no, they don't stop Melvin Gordon in the backfield. It appeared they would have had a stop, but their speed is a little bit lower. Madden, they didn't change their game sliders. And Melvin Gordon picked up some good yardage over there. It appears to be a 5-yard gain. I'll give you the confirmation in a few seconds. Melvin Flash Gordon is approaching. That is hilarious. However, that nickname is resigned for Josh Gordon. It appeared to be a 4-yard gain. Oakland 2nd and 6 from what appears to be the 46-yard line. Phillip Rivers takes the snap in shotgun, or I should say empty formation. There is absolutely no blocking whatsoever. He's sacked back at the 35. Sensational job from the defensive line of the Oakland Raiders. 0 protection. This man cannot be sponsored by Trojan. He couldn't be sponsored by Durex. He couldn't be sponsored by any sort of, a contraceptive, because there was no protection on that play. Look at him adjusting his helmet because he just got pwned. That is a round individual there for the Oakland Raiders. I'll tell you that much. 3rd and 14. This team was at the 46. They're now sitting at the 38-yard line. Phillip Rivers takes the snap once again from empty, apparently going down the field. The pass ricochets off the helmet of an Oakland Raiders defender, intercepted by the Oakland Raiders. Here we go. This is what happens with the Chargers. You may not unplug this team yet, but you might as well head to the outlet. Oakland Raiders take over on downs. Just look how it doinks off of the man's face mask. But did he get his feet in bounds? It appears his toes might have been touching some white on the sideline. Keenan Allen trying to find a football. He failed. Interception. No, it's good. It is good. It's inbounds, but there's flag on the field. Laundry is on the field. We don't do laundry on Thursdays. Evidently, that's the case. Pass interference on the defense. Automatic first down. There will be no interception. It was all a genjutsu. Ball remains with the Los Angeles Chargers. And evidently, can you hear Arnold Schwarzenegger? Can you hear him in the distance? Because he's screaming, and now go Chargers, go for the first down. What a play. What a play. It appeared to be one of those, it's a slot. The slot ran the wheel outside, and Austin Elker, who lined up as the wideout, probably at the Z position, he tried to run that in. Apparently, it could have been one of those, I'm going to pick the inside defender. It didn't work out for the Chargers, but luckily in their case, they were bailed out from a pass interference call. 1st and 10 from the 45. The Powder Blues on the move. The Gruden Grinders on their heels. 17 seconds left on the play clock. Let's see what transpires. We've got trips to the right. Phillip Rivers takes the snap. Melvin Gordon gets the toss. He's got a couple blockers in front. Picks up a first down, 12-yard gain. Sensational run, activating his dreadlock powers. Sensational pull from the guards of the Los Angeles Chargers. Gruden is upset. He just said his Grudens aren't grinding. Look at the vision. Look at the vision. Look at the man's muscles flexing over here. And now go Chargers, go. They're on the move. They're on the move. Ladies and gentlemen, do not watch me. Watch your TV. Put your volume down. You don't want to hear Troy Aikman. You don't want to hear Joe Buck. You're going to want to listen to the Chiseled Adonis. 1st and 10, 33-yard line. Phillip now Rivers is hit in the end. No, he's not. Not in the end zone. He's hit from a defender. Ball ricochets out of his hand, nearly intercepted. The Chargers nearly turned the football over twice. Look at the replay. Absolutely no blocking from the right tackle. He needs to be losing his job. Somebody get the scissors out. Defensive line coach should be getting a raise. Offensive line coach should be getting a penalty, a fine for that terrible job from that right tackle. You can't protect your quarterback. You need to be somewhere, on a damn milk carton because you're missing. You're not doing your job. Get your head out of your rectal sphincter. We're live on the Hot Mic app. There it is right there in the chat room. If you're watching on YouTube, you download that app. You use the promo code Adonis. All right, if you're watching this at home, tune into YouTube. If you got an Apple product, all right, you're going to want to go over because right now we're simply on Apple products. I myself have an Android. I feel bad for individuals who have Android because we can't watch on the Hot Mic app together. However, you can watch the simulcast on YouTube here, where we are right now. You see me, I cannot see you. But what you can't see is this link in the comment section, in the chat. You click that, download it, use the promo code Adonis. Get that app if you have an Apple product. Watch it live on Hot Mic. There's a challenge to see if it was indeed a fumble. We're going to a commercial break, but damn it, I'm not. Let's talk in the chat room. What do you think about that opening drive thus far? Are the Chargers playing like trash, or are they getting bailed out from these flags from the officials? Oh, Gruden was definitely angry. I'll tell you that much. Somebody's talking about go Giants. The Giants aren't playing that one guy, 1, 2, 3. What are you watching? Turn off replays of Super Bowl 42 and Super Bowl 46. We're not reliving the past. We're living in the present. Get your head out of your gluteal cleft. Promo code is not Nick Folk, Giant L. The promo code is Adonis. You go and use that to make that download right there. Will there be more casts like this in the future for primetime games? Absolutely. I think I'll be regulated to only primetime games. Who knows? Maybe this Sunday, myself and Marv Glover could be bringing Hold My Nuggets, the podcast, live to cover them boys taking on Minnesota. We'll see how that plays out. All depends on how I can finish the commentary and how fast I can get that done. Good calls. The Chargers are playing strong. I agree, Goldie Goose. I do agree with that. Where are your Gruden Grinders? Well, evidently they are not on the field. CJ, they're not on the field. That is a unique way of spelling CJ. S-E-J-A-Y. I've never heard that before. Maybe it's CJ. I'm not sure. We're not playing this game today. I'm not here for pronunciation class. What we're here for is to cover the commentary live on the Chiseled Adonis YouTube channel and also on Hot Mic, the app. If you haven't downloaded it already, if you got an iPhone, you got an Apple product, you're watching it here on YouTube, you might want to click that link that is just posted inside the chat. Go over, download the damn app and put the promo code Adonis and watch it live on Hot Mic. All right, let's see how much listeners we can get on the app, how much listeners we can get on YouTube. All right, you're not gonna lose my voice. My voice will be heir apparent. It's gonna be kind of like God. It's omnipresent. It's all over the place. Gonna want to tune in. Who wants to listen to Joe Buck? You're gonna want to listen to the Chiseled Adonis. And the game is back. Gruden is immediately upset. Evidently, they said it was a forward pass. It appears to be. And Gruden is flummoxed. He is enraged. The indignation is invigorating inside of his soul that they do not have a forward. They don't got a sack. You know, instead, it's a forward pass, 2nd and 10 from the 33. Overthrow from Philip Nile Rivers, and it's intercepted by the Oakland Raiders, headed back the other way. He's got a convoy of bodies, but the dreadlocks would catch up as Terrell would know. Is that Mike Williams would force the tackle. Still, 3 consecutive plays on this drive, not consecutive, but 3 plays on this drive in which we nearly seen a turnover, and finally it's come to fruition. Intercepted by Harris, returns it all the way back to the 31 or the 30-yard line. Look at Lynn. Coach Lynn is completely astonished at what transpired. Play action fake on the replay. Philip Rivers, overthrow, anti-condom, no pull-out poppy, overthrew who would appear to be Keenan Allen. Discount J. Cole, it's picked off by Harris. He tells you that's how the white man runs the football. I'm not sure if he's white or not. Returns it all the way back to the 31-yard line. Derek Vehicle takes over for the Oakland Raiders, and here come Oakland. No Marshawn Lynch. Handoff to what appears to be, is that Josh Jacobs? I'm not sure, but they got to the 25-yard line. Indeed, it is Josh Jacobs. Easy gain. The Oakland Raiders are moving. Those Gruden grinders playing at home, they've got the home field advantage apparently because that offense is clicking. That defense is playing sensational thus far on this drive. And if you take a look at the completion percentage, Derek Vehicle is leading the league in completion percentage, 71%. If your phone's on 71%, would you charge it? I wouldn't, because there's no charges plugged in right now. 2nd and 4, Derek Vehicle takes the snap from the 25. Looking right, he's got his man. First down, Oakland Raiders. Moving the chains. Moving the chains. Great job. Oakland's moving. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. Making plays. Making plays. Could be commenting on Monday Night Football. Who knows? That could be happening. That appears to be Terrell Williams, who moved the chains for the Oakland Raiders. We've got 1st and 10 from the 19. They've entered the period-colored zone. Derek Vehicle looking to take the snap. It's a handoff once again. Josh Jacobs tries to bounce it out, cuts it back. A couple of charges fell to the floor. You talk about taking ankles. He told that defense, give me your ankles. He wouldn't pick up a first down, but probably about a 5-yard gain. Oakland's cooking, man. Defensively, they're looking good. Offensively, they're moving the ball. They've got a short field to work with. Sensational cutback. Look at the replay. You see how many blue is going towards the right? Last I checked, they said, yeah, on the left side. Yeah, that's the Crip side. Evidently, the blue individuals were headed towards the right. That's why they didn't get the stop. 2nd and 5 from the 14-yard line. Still in the period-colored zone. Derek Vehicle takes the snap. Handoff once again. Josh Jacobs, positive yardage, but there's laundry on the field. Did you see the flag come in from the east, flying towards the west? I'm really enjoying this. And what's going to transpire? What is going to transpire here? Let's hear what they have to say. There's a hold. There's a hold. Evidently, somebody was holding on to somebody else. Listening to some, whether it was Keith Sweat, whether it was some Joe, whether it was some Jodeci. They were listening to some R&B. They just wanted to hold somebody. If you need some love tonight, get it after the game, not during the game. Do not hold on to somebody, Jackson. 2nd and 15. We've gone back to what appears to be the 24-yard line. Derek Vehicle takes the snap in an empty formation. He's got 2 to the left, 3 to the right. It's a short pass caught by Tyrell Williams. He's down at what appears to be the 17-yard line. Third and, well, they're going to bring it up at one point. But the Chargers are looking at some NFL ranks. The Chargers defense is 8th total. All right, you got Joey Bosa. Can't forget about the Bosa boy. And also Melvin Ingram, too. Those guys are no slouches. Thomas Davis, old as hell. And in the secondary, Casey Hayward leads that secondary. All right, 3rd and 8 from the 17-yard line. Derek Vehicle having running back to his left, what appears to be a shotgun formation, even on both with 2 receivers to his left and his right. 4 seconds left on the play clock. He takes the snap, looking towards his right. First option's not there. Neither is the second. He's sacked at the 23-yard line. Melvin Ingram got him. And once again, how many times I got to tell you, the dreadlock powers is on display. Because when you open up the Bible, the Chronicles 13, verse 7, can't stop, won't stop. The Lord our God has dreadlocks. And damn it, Derek Vehicle is not having a good day in the dealership. He got sacked. They're going to be forced to kick the field goal. Who's coming out? Daniel Carlson. Daniel Carlson's coming out to kick that field goal, man. 4th and 13. If you know your math, you can figure out how far away this field goal is. Well, it's already on the screen, so you're going to end up cheating. 40-yard field goal for Daniel Carlson. The snap appears to be good. The laces are not out, and it's going into the uprights. 3 points for the Raiders. They strike blood first. Sensational job. Opening drive wasn't as up to par as they would like. That holding penalty kind of stifled their growth, and Anthony Lynn is not enjoying himself. Just look at the frozen image. That's definitely going to be in the commentary tomorrow night. Might I add, if you were interested, the Chiseled Adonis Week 9 commentaries have all been posted. Yes, I was blocked for a week, but we're back now. Thursday night between the 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. That was uploaded on Tuesday evening. Then all of Sunday, the entire compilation was uploaded on Wednesday evening. Then the past prime time commentary was uploaded earlier at 7:45 p.m. So if you missed it during halftime, feel free to go right over. Hell, I might just play it myself on the screen. But if you don't know what this is, we are doing commentary live on the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Oakland Raiders. We're doing this live on Hot Mic, the simulcast on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube and you have an Apple phone, you got an iPhone, you got an iPhone, you see that link that I just put inside the chat, you click it, download that app. It is completely free. Use the promo code Adonis. You watch on the Hot Mic app, and damn it, enjoy yourself the game. If you're watching it at home, turn down the volume. Do you want to hear Troy Aikman talk about the 90s with the Cowboys? What? Nobody wants to hear that. Do you want to hear Joe Buck with his monotonous enunciation of words? He's not John Facenda. He can't bring life to what's happening on the screen. You know who can? The diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis. So that's what you need to do. All right, what we got going on in the chat room? Let's talk to the people. How am I typing Chiseled Adonis? Well, I'm typing because the computer's right in front of me. It's not that difficult. Not no super, multitasking. Am I breaking the fourth wall here? Am I being too transparent? Would anybody like to know what I'm wearing on my lower extremities? That's not what the conversation is here for. We're here to talk about football. Keep it PG. All right, Joe Buck is the GOAT. There's a reason why your name is Giant L. Everybody in the chat room, please address Giant L. He says Joe Buck is the GOAT. That in itself is a giant L. Nobody wants to hear Joe Buck. Peter Callow asks how often will I be doing these commentaries? Well, I'll be doing at least one game every single week, preferably Thursday night games moving forward. Who knows? I might just throw on a Monday night game. I'll stream it as long as at the same time I'm watching Monday Night Raw. Who knows how things will play out? But the game is back now, and Daniel Carlson is kicking the ball off deep to the Los Angeles Android Chargers. It's fielded at the 5-yard line. There will be no touchbacks. Tackled again at the 20 or the 19. I'm not understanding why they're just not letting this ball bounce into the end zone. Then again, if you do just move, it takes a bounce forward. Now that's a live football. If it bounces into the end zone, it's still a live football. If you recall, 3 years ago, The Bills and the Jets. It ended up being one of the easiest touchdowns in NFL history. On your screen, the 2004 draft class, one of the greatest quarterback draft class in history. You had Eli Manning, who got drafted by the Chargers. He didn't want to play there. Trade me. They sent him to the Giants, and you can't forget Phillip Rivers was drafted as well. Then he was drafted by the Giants. They traded him to the Chargers, and Big Ben Roethlisberger there as well. 3 potential Hall of Famers. More importantly, one of the best draft classes since probably 1983, where you saw you saw Elway get drafted, Marino got drafted, and also Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly ended up going to what I believe was the USFL. All right, and he came right back after that, led that K-gun, went to 4 straight Super Bowls, Hall of Famer. No question about what the hell the legacy of John Elway is. Everybody knows this man, Hall of Famer, retired as I believe the 2nd all-time leading passer. And there's nothing that has to be said about Dan Marino. Honestly, if he won a Super Bowl ring, maybe 2, he'd be easily, unquestionably the greatest quarterback of all time. Back to the game, 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Phillip Rivers takes the snap, looking towards his left, a little bit in between the numbers and the hash mark. He's got Keenan Allen, who ran what appeared to be a hook route. The Raiders defense was not prepared for that. Soft coverage, easy production, moving the chains. Not necessarily moving the chains yet. They're getting a little bit closer. It is 2nd and 3. Hold the chain chop. We're not playing Mario Kart just yet. Hand off Melvin Gordon. Easy first down, activating his dreadlock powers. It appears he's tackled at what looks to be right by the logo. All right, he's right by the logo. He didn't get any of the black and silver on his clothes, but soon enough he will if they run right. But it's a first down for the Los Angeles Android Chargers, trying to get back to 500. If you take a look on your screen, you see right by the number, that beautiful 3, and in between the Raiders. The Raiders are 500. The Chargers 4 and 5. They're trying to get back to what people believe they were coming into the season. They've got to play better football. But they've got a 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Anti-condom, no pull-out poppy. Phillip Rivers takes the snap. Looking left once again. Overthrows Keenan Allen, or who appeared to be Hunter Henry. Intercepted by Harris. He's going to McDonald's. Can I get a pick 6? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. The Chargers are playing like fecal matter. We're not using profanity. This is a PG episode. And it's intercepted, touchdown by the Raiders. But there is laundry on the field. It's the same guy. We know who Phillip Rivers started on his fantasy team. He started the Oakland Raiders defense, preferably Harris. This man is balling. 2 interceptions in less than 5 minutes. Oh, Phillip Rivers was hit. It might be roughing the passer. This might be coming back. This might be coming back. He was hit low. If you remember, back in the early, mid-2000s, I should say, when Brian Urlacher was extremely upset at the rule change, he used to say, well, if you can't hit a quarterback high, you can't hit him low, where can you hit him? If you try to aim towards the middle, if it's a quarterback that's the size of Doug Flutie, how the hell are you supposed to hit him? He's a midget. If you're trying to hit a quarterback like Peyton Manning, he's 6'5", you can't. There's no flag on the field. They said there will be no roughing the passer. The Raiders have a pick 6 touchdown, and they are up 9-0. Those Gruden grinders, evidently they are grinding. Can you play some bump and grind? Because that's what the Gruden grinders are doing. They take an early lead, extend their lead over the Chargers. Are your phones dying? I think they might keep dying because there's no Chargers around. Daniel Carlson's kick goes through the uprights. It's good. We got a 10-0 lead in Oakland. What a game thus far. Defense is showing up for the Raiders. 2 INTs for Harris. He is balling. We're going back to commercial. What do you guys think of the game thus far? Because it appears that the Chargers can't advance the ball, but Phillip Rivers just has some sort of attraction to Harris on the defensive end. I don't know what's going on, but he keeps throwing interceptions. It's not going to look good if this continues. They picked up the flag. Indeed, they did. Are they Gruden grinders? Darn tootin'. There's some Gruden grinders because Eric Harris is out here catching interceptions. At the rate that it's going, if the Chargers has 10 drives, it's going to result in 10 Eric Harris interceptions. If you don't got Eric Harris on your fantasy team, you can't pick him up because there's no individual players on defense. That's stupid. Use your common sense. Happy birthday to Bryce Ruppert. He's in the chat room. Happy birthday to him. Everybody tell Bryce happy birthday. I'd sing, but my pipes ain't as good as it's supposed to be. Oh boy. Thus far, we have the Grinders, the Gruden Grinders. They're playing sensational defensively. They're continually stopping, Chargers drives. However, I would have liked and felt more comfortable if they were able to score on their, opening possession, given that all the momentum was right behind them. Josh Jacobs had just picked up a first down. He had positive yardage, but a hold from what appeared to be the right guard forced them back into a 2nd and 15 situation, ultimately ended up resulting in them having to kick a field goal, having to settle for 3. This not being 14-0 and it being 10-0 still leaves the window open for the Chargers, because who knows? They could go down the field here. They score a touchdown. Now their deficit's only 3, and it's not that far away. 2-touchdown lead feels much more comfortable than that 2-possession 10-point lead. All right? Darn too, that's right. That's right, the random one, because I can hear John Gruden right now. You may be on the West Coast, I'm on the East Coast, but if you put your ear as if you're Hulk Hogan and you try to cosplay, Halloween may have been last week, but give it a shot right now. Imagine yourself as Hulk Hogan. Can you hear it in the distance? There's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers being sung, but it's not Power Rangers song. Oh no, it's Go Go Gruden Grinders. That's Gruden on the sideline. I can see him right now. We've got the kickoff. We're back to the game. The Powder Blues, you see desperation on their face. All right, they seemed extremely startled. They're astonished that the Raiders came out and their defense came to play. All right, kickoff finally goes into the end zone. We've got a touchback. That's what I'm talking about over here. All right, we got a touchback. The Chargers are going to take over at the 25. Here's the replay of the interception. It appears there was a miscommunication. No, somebody slipped. Somebody got slipped, and the right tackle once again is getting his buttocks kicked. He was defeated once again. He gave up the sack. Hunter Henry done slipped on a banana. Where is Toad when you need him? He couldn't keep his balance. Him and Kawhi Leonard cannot wear the same sneaker because evidently Hunter Henry does not have any New Balance. 6-yard pickup for Melvin Gordon. He ran it, what appeared to be the halfback dive, ran in between the tackle and the guard for 6 yards. Anthony Lynn now facing a deficit, having to play from behind. First 2 possessions, they started at their own 19 and their 20. 6 plays, 48 yards, resulted in an interception. The second drive resulted in an interception. What are they going to do on the third? Yet another hole open for Melvin Gordon. Picks up the first down, moving the chains, utilizing his dreadlock powers. I'll tell you this right now. The way I'm seeing this, it appears Melvin Gordon's got holes for days. You could call the Oakland Raiders defense Swiss cheese when it comes to running the football, because Melvin Gordon is seeing nothing but holes. However, when it comes to passing, evidently this isn't the days of Dan Fouts and Kellen Winslow and Charlie Joyner. There is no Air Coryell. Everything's getting picked off. It's a fight at Afropunk, because there's nothing but picks in the air when Phillip Rivers is looking to advance the ball down the field. Another handoff to Melvin Gordon, but this appears to only be a 3-yard gain. No, it's a 2-yard gain. He'd probably carry it to what appears to be the 39-yard line. No, it is a 3-yard gain. Well, it appears my down and distance was not up to par. 2nd and 7 from the 40-yard line. Philip Nile Rivers, looking into the eyes of the Raiders defenders, lines up in what appears to be trips to his left. The tight end is on his left. He's got Austin Elker on his right. Hand off to Elker, halfback draw. Only a 3-yard gain, but they are advancing. This is going to set up 3rd and manageable. 3rd and 4, take a look at what just transpired on the sideline. Evidently, they were mentioning what transpired to Hunter Henry. He's changing his cleats. He's got to change his cleats. His feet was not good. His feet was not good. But 3rd and 4 for the Los Angeles Android Chargers. Philip Nile Rivers takes the snap once again in shotgun formation. You got quads to the right. This is bizarre. Okay, so you got a mismatch. Austin Elker has a linebacker on him. Mike Williams to his right. Phillip Rivers takes the snap. Terrible protection. He's sacked again. Oh, my Lord in heaven. There is no blocking from the right tackle. Absolutely atrocious. Phillip Rivers is hot. He is upset. The indignation is still invigorating inside of his soul. Look at the replay. Scott couldn't block anything. He couldn't find a block if he had a box of Legos. He gives up yet another sack. Phillip Rivers nearly got taken to the King of Diamonds. He almost got stripped. This isn't what you want to see. This is not what you want to see. Another drive, positive runs from Melvin Gordon, resulting in a punt. At least it's not an INT. Back to receive the kick, Trevor Davis. Long, Ty Long that is, to kick the ball off, or I should say punt the ball. Sensational punt, fielded at the 10. Ty Davis tells one defender, give me your ankles, but he'd be met yet again at the 19. The Raiders finally take over without a short field. Keenan Allen is not having a good time. He is not having a good time. He's on the sideline doing what? Putting his mother head back down. That's what he's doing. Eric Harris is enjoying himself. We are at the commercial, and the oh-so-bald Common is talking about mountains. Let's head back to the chat room. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? If you're watching the stream live on YouTube, if you have an Apple phone, do me a favor. There is a link I just posted in the chat. What you're going to do is not copy that link. Click on the link. If you're on your phone, you click on that link. If you're on your computer, send it to yourself. Click on that link. Download the Hot Mic app. Use the promo code Adonis. Watch it over there. You can still watch it here. It's the exact same stream. You turn down your volume. Nobody wants to listen to Joe Buck. Nobody wants to listen to Troy Aikman on commentary. You're going to want to hear the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis, live during the Oakland Raiders. Gruden Grinders taking on the Go Chargers. Go Los Angeles Chargers. Let's hear what's transpiring. I got Cost Icy asking me, what do I think of this game thus far? What I'm seeing is the Oakland Raiders defense is taking care of business. First and foremost, that defensive line is taking advantage of the lack of protection from the right-hand side of Phillip Rivers. This man has zero time. On his left-hand side, he's got some protection. The right, it's not working. Scott at right tackle, it's only a matter of time before this man gets the Chaz Green effect that happened for the Dallas Cowboys a couple years back when he was playing left tackle, and then I believe it was Byron Bell came in and did not do them any favors. If Scott continues to play this piss poor, it's only a matter of time before we see a rotation happen and he end up on the sideline. Who's going to be coaching? Anthony Lynn's going to give up. He's going to call up the Huger clan. All right, Neji Huger is going to pull up and get him with the 8 trigrams rotation and get him the hell up out the damn game. Offensively, we haven't seen too much from the Raiders. We've only seen one drive. They were already at a short field. They had the benefit in their hands. They only had to go about 10 yards. They're in field goal range. Daniel Carlson, 40-yard field goal. They got 3 points. So from what I'm seeing thus far, the Chargers, ridiculously sloppy. But not a fault of their entire offense, because when it comes to running the football, it appears that Melvin Gordon is able to get production. He's running very well. But Phillip Rivers is missing reads. There was I don't know what it was on the first interception, if he overthrew Keenan Allen. It appeared that he did. Hunter Henry slipped on the second one, so that's not entirely Phillip Rivers' fault, but he did not get protection either. All of the problems for the Chargers right now, that right tackle position. Here we go. Game is back. Second is 1st and 10 from the 20. Caught by Tyrell Williams. No, it's not. His hands are just for decoration. He tried to act as if it was a catch. He's looking for the replay. It appears it's ambiguous to him. He's not sure if it's a catch or not. His eyes do not say anything confident that he may have caught the ball. So we're looking at 2nd and 10 from the 20. Derek Vehicle taking the snap. He's got the screen. He's not going to go and take it. He's going to probably take off running. He's taking off running. He's throwing it on the move. Overthrows what appears to be Tyrell Williams by just a hair. If Tyrell Williams went to the same, nail tech that Hines Ward used to go to and got his fingernails right, got himself a manicure, he could have possibly caught that ball. Those Pittsburgh Steelers fans out there do recall how good Hines Ward's hands used to be. Super Bowl 40. He caught a ball off the ground, but we ain't talking about Pittsburgh right now. What we got is a holding call on the Oakland Raiders, and the hold was about 10 yards away from Derek Carr. This is interesting. Oh, no, it's not. Evidently, it's not. It was on the left tackle, apparently. Whatever the case may be, we're looking at 2nd and 20 from the 10. The Raiders are in a rather precarious position right here. So, Derek Vehicle, captain on his chest, 2nd and 20 from the 10. Most likely they're going to run here. No, they're not. He's throwing it over the middle. He's got his man, but he's going to be tackled at the 17-yard line. It appears to be caught by Darren Waller. Yes, they are moving down the field, but they're not moving chains. Well, we got a graphic on the screen. Josh Jacobs, 740 yards rushing thus far this season. He passed Marcus Allen for what appeared to be the Raiders' rookie record. And if he's anything like Marcus Allen, when he hits his prime, for some apparent reason, he'll be benched for no apparent reason. It's some good H2O. 3rd and 13. Derek Vehicle looking to take the snap. It is trips formation, looking towards his right, solely towards his right, overthrows his man. You could have possibly had an opportunity for a first down if he had an 8-foot receiver, but he does not. Pass incomplete. The Raiders not looking too good on this drive, but that is the ebb and flow of this game. Sensational route by Jones. Overthrow by Carr. That is entirely on Carr. It appears that he knows it is his fault. When he goes to the sideline, he ought to go to the receiver and say, hey, bro, my bad. Our truth challenge. Let him know that it's him who messed up. Raiders punting the ball away from the 7. The boot is swung. Fielded by appears to be Desmond King. There's a flag on the play already. There should be another flag because I could have swore he got a face mask. Tackled at the 47, 46-yard line. This would be sensational for the Chargers. They need a break at the current moment. So if they get good position, field position that is, from the 47, this really does them well. Remember, 3 bad drives that they had. However, 138 left to play in the first quarter. If you do your math, that's 46 minutes and 38 seconds left in the game. Only down by 10. There's a block in the back. Oh, and a block in the back that did not have to happen. And there's also holding. There's a tackle. Who is this? What is going on? They mugged this Oakland Raider. What was that? That is not how you block. Not at all. There was a block in the back. There was a holding. Whatever the case is, all I know is the Chargers are not going to be at the 46. Most likely, they will be at the 36. And the Powder Blues are backing up. Did you hear the news regarding the Los Angeles Chargers possibly hearing offers of moving to London? That is interesting. The London Chargers. Dead Viking, your TV is delayed. That is unfortunate. If it works like a computer, I'd say unplug it and replug it in, but that's not how TVs work. Buddy, you gotta change the television you're using. If you got that old pregnant Panasonic from 1978, tell your parents, get a new TV, or yourself, buy a new TV. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Phillip Rivers takes the snap, handoff to Keenan Allen on what appears to be a jet sweep. Blocker in front, sensational gain. Tackled right in front of the master Gruden grinder himself, in John Gruden. It appears that he carried it all the way to the 42-yard line. I may be incorrect. It could be the 38. He slid on the ground for a couple of yards, tackled at the 41. When it comes to running the football thus far, the Chargers have 71 yards on the ground. I told you 2 drives ago, they can run the football. This Raiders defense is sliced Swiss cheese. They cannot stop the run, but evidently they're stopping the pass. They put the camera on those linebackers of the Oakland Raiders. Handoff yet again. Austin Elker made a cut, made a man miss, but he will not make the linebacker miss. He's tackled 2 yards into his run. 2nd and 8 from the 43. All right. If you're watching on Hot Mic, all of the audio is synced up perfectly with what's transpiring on the TV. However, if you're watching primarily on YouTube, there will be a delay. I think approximately about 27-second delay between YouTube and live TV. Now, if you do me a favor, if you have an Apple product, you can just download that app, use the promo code Adonis. If you're wondering what app that is, that's the Hot Mic app that gives power to the creator. No longer will you have to listen to Jim Nance. No longer will you have to listen to Now Here's a Guy, Chris Collinsworth. No longer will you have to hear Joe Buck. No longer will you have to hear Troy Aikman on commentary. You can listen to the creator of your own choice on the Hot Mic app. If you have an Apple product, you click that link down there in the chat, you download it, use the promo code Adonis, and listen to me live during the game. All you got to do is just turn down the volume, and it's all synced up. All right, we are at commercial break. The Oakland Raiders up 10-0 over those Los Angeles Chargers. All right, end of the first quarter. Phillip Rivers, 2 picks in the first quarter, yes. However, 1 interception was entirely on him. The second one, Hunter Henry, slipped down. Thus far from what I'm seeing, we're not seeing too much from the Raiders offense. They were given a short field on that field goal attempt, and you had a pick 6. Thus far for the Chargers, they look good when they're running the football, but their liability is that right tackle. They're driving now. Hopefully they can turn this drive into some points, because if they get down 17-0 to the Raiders, you're going to have a bad time. But we've seen the Raiders squander leads before. If you recall, when they played against the Chicago Bears, what were they up? About 21-0, or it was a 14 or 17-0, whatever the case was. The Bears came all the way back, and then the Raiders were able to put the game away. So can the Raiders hold on to this lead? Well, that's yet to be seen. Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. No, we're not watching Dragon Ball Z. We're live on the Hot Mic app, live on YouTube. If you got the Apple products, I need you to do me a favor. Download that app, and then you use the promo code Adonis. You listen to it live, synced up with the game. I'm doing a pretty good job at this, ain't I? All right. Let's talk in the chat room. What is transpiring? Will I do the NBA playoffs? Absolutely, I will. I've done it every year. Feed the Flash Gordon, without question. I'm hoping Josh Gordon finds his way into the end zone so I can play the Flash. Savior of the universe. That's what I'm hoping to hear at one point. When do we Android users get Hot Mic app? Well, it'll be coming in the coming weeks. I want to say approximately a month, but you can't quote me on that. I'm going to find out the details as we go. I too am an Android user. This here is the Galaxy Note 9. This is not a product placement at all, because good Lord knows if I try to buy another one now, the bank would call me and say, hey, what you doing? But yeah, we're going back to the game. We're returning from commercial break. We've got a beautiful photo of who appears to, is that Al Davis? That looks like it's Al Davis wearing the Los Angeles Chargers shirt. That guy looks like Al Davis. I don't think it was Al Davis, because Al Davis was with the Oakland Raiders for quite some time. I believe it was in 1961 when he was in the AFL. But we're live and back at the game. 3rd and 1 from the 50-yard line. Phillip Now Rivers stacked on the left. Handoff to Melvin Gordon. Makes one miss with a spin. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. I'll tell you that much. He was tackled by Whitehead right at the line. Right at the line. They're going to give, they gave him a bad spot. They gave him a bad spot. He's going to be short. He's participating in the Frank Costanza challenge. Why? Because, he stopped short. They did not pick up the first down. If I'm the Chargers, I'm trying to, strong arm those officials to give me a measurement. Here's a replay of what transpired on the run. All right, you had a beautiful spin from the Dreadlock Powers himself. You know what? I think Melvin Gordon got that first down. If I'm the Chargers, I'm challenging. I think Melvin Gordon may have got that first down. His body went horizontal. Oh no, his knee was down. Oh, they're giving him. They're measuring it, and the referees say it stopped short. They say it stopped short. They say he stopped short. There's a little bit of a it's good. There's a little bit of a Frank Costanza challenge. I stopped short. Somebody needed to get Melvin Gordon some Viagra. He did not get as much extension as he needed. 4th down on the season. The Chargers are 3 for 7 on the season, all right? 3 for 7. That's not 50%, but it's slightly underneath, because, 7's an odd number. So they're really close. It's like, 46? Mathletes, let me know. 4th and 1, they are going for it. All right, Anthony Lynn has taken out his wheelbarrow. He has put his testicles inside, because the man's got balls. Can they pick it up? Direct snap, No, Phillip Rivers gave it to Derek Carr. He got the first. Derek Watt, pardon me. He picked up the first down. He picked up the first down. Derek Carr couldn't have got the handoff. That wouldn't make any sense. He's a turncoat. What is he doing? What a beautiful effort from Derek Watt. What a beautiful effort. Let me tell you something. Derek Watt has been playing sensational, all right? He's been playing good for his career, and he's overlooked by TJ and JJ. For a fullback, Derek Watt has been doing his job, all right? Melvin Gordon has gone to the Pro Bowl, I believe, twice. He's gone over 1,000 twice. He's second in touchdowns, only behind Todd Gurley coming into the season. Somebody need to put some respect on Derek Watt's name. Handoff to Melvin Gordon, appears to be a 5-yard gain for the Chargers. They are in motion. Can you hear Arnold Schwarzenegger? He's speaking somewhere in California or on the press tour for the Terminator. And now go Chargers, go. 5 Point Vids is in the house. Shout out to you, brother. And ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Chiseled Adonis live commentary on the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Oakland Raiders. If you're watching it on YouTube, there's a bit of a delay with live television, approximately 27 seconds. If you're watching it on the Hot Mic app, we are live, we are synced. Do me a favor, if you have an iPhone, all right, if you got an iPhone, what I'm going to need you to do is click that link in the description. Click that link in the chat. Click that link, that's the top pinned comment. Download that app, use the promo code Adonis, get the Hot Mic app, and you can watch me live with the game where there is no delay. 1st and 10 for the Los Angeles Chargers. They are currently sitting at what appears to be the 27-yard line, the 28-yard line. Phillip Rivers sends somebody in motion, hand off to Melvin Gordon. He's got a big hole, but thank the Lord for the Raiders, their defensive lineman was there. Because that looked like that could have been a touchdown. All right? That could have been a touchdown. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are a wrestling fan, just know tomorrow night on Fox USA, pardon me, there is no USA no more. That's only for Raw. Friday Night SmackDown will be live at 8. So wrestling fans, if you want to tune in, you can tune in. All right. Also, Chiseled Adonis commentary for Thursday Night Football. This particular game will be uploaded tomorrow. That's the highlight commentary if you're watching on the Chiseled Adonis channel. Now, back to the game. Phillip Rivers over the middle. He's got his man. That appears to be Hunter Henry, double H. If he had one more H, that would be copyright infringement. And somewhere there would be a Hunter Hurst Hemsley on the way taking care of him. First down for the Los Angeles Chargers. Take a look at the time of possession. They've possessed the ball for 12 minutes and 38 seconds. But somehow they find themselves down by 10. That's sloppy football. I don't know how many times I have to continually point out. If you win the time of possession battle, you're most likely going to win the game. However, you cannot allow yourself to be sloppy. As Austin Elke is completely manhandled on a swing pass, he's going to only get a gain of 2. Apparently, it should have been a gain of 1, but evident forward momentum, they gave him a 2-yard gain. There's a flag on the play, though. Offsides from the defense. 5-yard penalty. Most likely they just accepted that call. That was a free play. Gruden is not happy. Chucky is not feeling himself. Halloween may have been last week, but Chucky is still on the field. Yeah, that was a little bit of a tough head. So I can't say I would have called that offsides if I was a ref. But then again, I'm not a ref. The Oakland Raiders are averaging 8 penalties per game, ladies and gentlemen. They are averaging 8 penalties per game. They're already up to 5. And speaking of 5, it's 1st and 5, and Melvin Gordon picked up 3 yards. Dreadlock powers are activated. I don't think this man has had a negative run thus yet on the day. He will be going over 100 yards. It is not too late to start Melvin Gordon on your fantasy team. I lied. It is far too late. The game already started. Use your common sense. That's stupid. You should have started him. The red zone offense of the Chargers is 24th in the NFL. 32 attempts, only 15 touchdowns. That is absolutely atrocious. But I'll tell you this much. Melvin Gordon picked up a first down for the Los Angeles Chargers. They are moving the chains at the 13-yard line. Oh, the referees are looking over. Evidently, they cannot see the holographic line that we can see. Their eyes may or may not only be for decoration, but that's a first down. They're deliberating at the 13-yard line. For some apparent reason, they cannot determine. Their eyes won't work just looking to their left or looking to their right and seeing the chains. They're bringing it out to get another measurement. There's a first down. First down for the Chargers. Can you hear Arnold Schwarzenegger do the Hulk Hogan once again? Do it with me now. Put it to your ear, and now go Chargers. Go. They're moving the chains. Total yardage, 122 for the Los Angeles Chargers, a mere 26 for the Oakland Raiders. But then again, you only saw 2 drives. This is a 10-play, 64-yard, 6-minute drive thus far for the Chargers. 5 seconds left. Phillip Rivers moving his entire team around, moving the offense around, handoff, draw to Melvin Gordon, yet another positive run, picking up what appears to be 3 yards, moving the chains, or pardon me, not moving the chains, moving the ball to the 10-yard line. Phillip Rivers was extremely, he was animated on that particular play. I'm not sure if they were shifting the play or if people were just not in position. He's lucky to have gotten that snap off. The Powder Blues are at the 10-yard line, 2nd and 7, inside where? The period colored zone. Phillip Rivers once again extremely animated. They are an empty. There is nobody in the backfield. He's only have the protection of his offensive line. Takes the snap. He's actually got good protection. Throws it over the middle. He's got his man yet again. That appears to be Hunter Henry. Double H, no triple, because if it was triple, that's copyright infringement. He's down at the 5. We've got a 3rd and 2 situation for the Los Angeles Android Chargers. They're moving in no huddle. There is no huddle whatsoever. If you're looking for high school highlights, you can't put them on the website because there's no huddle. He's got Keenan Allen. The forward momentum should give them a first down. The referee will spot it at the 3. That should be 1st and goal for the Chargers. The referee does put his hands in the air. He says it's a first down. We've got 1st and goal. 1st and goal, inside of Oakland, in the Negro vagina, the black hole. Phillip Rivers looking towards his right. He's got discount J. Cole to move the chains. And there are no longer any chains because when you got 1st and goal, you only got 4 attempts. From the 3, if I was the Los Angeles Chargers, I'm running the football here. However, they decide to go in empty. They send Austin Elker towards his right. Phillip Rivers takes the snap with no protection, looking over the middle. He threw the ball. It's ricocheted. It was supposed to go to Derek Watt. It's incomplete. He's lucky the ball did not get intercepted. What do you learn from this, kids? Run the football. Run the football. 1st and goal. He attempts to throw what appeared to be a pick play. The ball was already ricocheted into the air. It would have actually been a touchdown, but it was tipped. Beautiful defense from that defensive line. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this much. If you play high school football, college football, or you're aspiring to play football somewhere, if you're a defensive lineman, you're getting blocked, you're not going to get to the quarterback, put your hand up, try to ricochet a ball. 2nd and goal, they're throwing yet again. The pass is broken up. The Chargers are not learning. Learn from what Seattle failed to do. Run the football when you're inside the 5. That is not what happened. Phillip Rivers dropped back to pass once again, attempting to get the ball into the end zone. It was broken up yet again. Why would somebody go empty with only 3 yards to get into the end zone? I do not know myself, but evidently that's what the Chargers are doing. Do you see a running back behind them? Do you see an I formation? Not at all. What I see is shotgun formation once again with Mike Williams going in motion. They're going to hand it to Austin Elker? No, they're not. He's moving out. Phillip Rivers going towards the back of the end zone. He's got Hunter Henry wide open, double H for the Chargers touchdown. I would have ran the football, but if it results in a touchdown, so be it. And now go Chargers, go. They're on the board. 6 points. Phillip now Rivers, anti-condom, no pull-out poppy. Phillip Rivers back of the end zone connects with double H Hunter Henry. We can't say 3 H's. Why? Because that's a copyright strike. They're going to send out money bags. Michael Bagley to kick. Michael Bagley? Badgley? Whatever the case is, he's going out there to kick the extra point for the Los Angeles Android Chargers as we see Derwin James still waiting to play football on the sideline. 33-yard attempt. The kicks through the uprights. It's good. Money bags. 7 points for the Chargers. 10 for the Raiders. 2:28 left to play. That appeared to be what appears to be a 7-yard drive. I said appears 2 times. 7-minute drive, that is. And now go Chargers, go. They cut their deficit to 3. This is one of the situations where I touched on a little bit earlier in the first quarter. The Oakland Raiders had a chance to take a 7-0 lead, but they had to settle for 3 because of a holding call when they advanced the ball down the field. If they had a 14-7 lead, they would feel much more comfortable. But with this 10-7 lead, knowing that the Chargers can run the football on them, I'm feeling like I'm on my heels. Those Gruden grinders aren't as comfortable as they probably wanted to be. All right, but ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Chiseled Adonis live commentary on the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Oakland Raiders on YouTube. And if you're watching it here, do me a favor. If you have an Apple iPhone, you click this link that I just put there in the chat. All right, you click it, you download that app, you use the promo code Adonis, and then you download the Hot Mic app. It's live, synced with your television. What's happening is it's live as we go. All right, go over there, download it, watch it over there, and let's have a beautiful experience. Nobody wants to listen to Joe Buck. You don't want to hear Tony Romo on commentary, Troy Aikman on commentary, and here's a guy, Chris Collinsworth on commentary. You want to hear the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis. Now, let's talk in the comment section. What's going on? Yes, it was a little bit of a education on that Oakland Raiders defense. Why? Because we had a Caucasian touchdown. Get connected for free with the White People Connection. Get connected for free. Philip Rivers to Hunter Henry for the Chargers. TD. That was what it was. The Raiders got to be able to stop the education. That ain't what happened. Yang Vang says, Chiseled, are you doing commentary on LSU versus Alabama, the game of the century? I don't touch college football until the college football playoffs. The New Year's Eve 6, the college football playoffs, I cover that. I was considering possibly doing a weekly roundup of college football, but there's far too many games. And I don't want to be selective with the games because what is the selection for? I would do 1 game a week, but it's kind of hard to get your hands on those college football highlights. Like last year, I had a little bit of an issue with the copyright problem, so I'm trying to avoid that altogether. But who knows? Maybe. Depends. I might even be live doing commentary with you guys if I have the time. The game is back. Kickoff from the Los Angeles Chargers going deep to the Oakland Raiders. It's a 1 bounce. It's fielded at what appears to be the 7, returned to the 22-yard line. Tackled by who? Turn on your Pikachus. We're at the power plant because there's a tackle by Derek Watt. It appears a scuffle has broken out, a brouhaha, a kerfuffle, something between both teams where there's a lot of anger on the field. There was a fight. No, there wasn't. It was just a verbal exchange between both teams. One more replay of what transpired for the touchdown. The linebacker, it appears they were in zone. They definitely were. They allowed Hunter Henry to get behind them, completely lost sight of him. Easy touchdown for the Chargers. There's a flag on the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the Chargers. That is interesting. That must have been after the play. No, pardon me. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the Raiders. That's going to advance the ball. No, it's not. It's going to back the ball up. Let's see what happened. Oh, there was hands to the face. Somebody got shoved. Rather than having the ball at the 22, we're getting the ball at the 11, 1st and 10, handoff to Josh Jacobs. He escapes a couple of charges, but he'd be tackled after a 4-yard gain. Somebody's body came catapulting into the pile. Nobody's hurt, thank the Lord. 2nd and 6 should be coming up for those Raiders. 8 minutes left to play. All of the momentum leaning towards Los Angeles right now, despite the fact that Philip Rivers threw 2 early interceptions. It appeared that the Chargers have gotten their swagger back They don't appear to look afraid. They've picked up 13 first downs in contrast to the Raiders' 1. Total yards, they've got 135 to the Raiders' 30. Time of possession is 16 in favor of the Chargers to only 6 of the Raiders. Hand off to Josh Jacobs. He went from the west, turned back towards the east. He picked up yet another amount of 4 yards. We're probably going to get 3rd and 2 here. And we're taking a look at what transpired with Carr to Waller. 47 completions, and it's the most in the NFL amongst the QB to tight end. All right, so that may be the best QB to tight end tandem thus far in the league. Well, obviously, in Kansas City, there's no Mahomes, so there's no real estate for the Travis Kelce show. All right, Carson Wentz and Zach Ertz, they're not really connecting outside of offensive pass interference that wasn't getting called, but we ain't talking about that right now. Out in Philly, all right? George Kittle's having a hell of a season, but him and Jimmy G's not putting up those record numbers through 9 weeks as they did last week. Well, last year, but granted, Jimmy G was only around for about 4 or 5 weeks regardless. All right, when we're talking about QB to tight end, production thus far this season, you're looking at the Oakland Raiders, but they would fail to convert. They would stop short. George Costanza challenge on 3rd and 2. They'd be forced to punt yet again, and it's being kicked deep to Desmond King. He'd field it at the 40. He'd get past one Raider out of bounds, and he's hit late. He's hit late by an Oakland Raider, and they're going to get another 15 yards, but there was already a flag that was thrown. Hopefully it's not offset penalties. We'll see what transpires. Let's take a look in the chat room. We've got a donation from RC Head Honcho for $5. He says it's Pull Out Poppy, not Phillip Rivers. Appreciate the hard work, bro. Love the Cowboys and Diggs jokes. Keep me laughing. I appreciate you, RC. And the flag, the late hit is on those Gruden grinders. John Gruden is not having a good time. This game is giving me memories of when the Gruden grinders played against the Kansas City Chiefs early in the season, where the Gruden grinders jumped out to a 10-point lead only to they gave up 28, and the score remained 28-10. This is what this game reminds me of. A team that benefited early in the first quarter off bad, drives from their opposition only to go flat. This is a tough situation for the Raiders, man. They started out this game with so much promise. There was a hold on the Chargers on the punt. There was a personal foul on the Raiders, a late hit. Well, it appears that both the penalties won't. I guess they apply both, and then they measure the distance, so it should only be a 5-yard gain from where he was knocked out of bounds. So that's very interesting. But the Chargers back to set. They're back to take the field with, once again, a short field. You're giving Phillip Rivers probably from the 50. They've got to capitalize and get into the end zone. I predict on this particular drive, they may have to settle for a field goal and we'll end up with a 10-10 game. But who knows how that'll transpire moving forward. But, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just now tuning in, first and foremost, we've got 319. It just went down. 4 people just said, screw you, I'm going home. No, it's back up to 322. I'm not playing this game with you guys. You guys keep playing with me, hit refresh. We're back up to 326. I'm not going to keep looking down, though. But we've only got 182 likes. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Let's get the like number up to 250. All right, let's get it to 250. And, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this solely on YouTube, that had only be because you don't have an Apple phone. If you got an iPhone in your hand, do me a favor, take a look in that chat. I've posted 3 consecutive times. You see that link? What you're gonna do is you're gonna click that link. You're gonna download that app. All right, when you open it up, you're gonna use the promo code Adonis, or I should say you're gonna use the promo code to download the app when you're logging in, or whatever the case may be. You download it there, and the audio is synced with your television. It's live. As you see Derek Vehicle take the snap, as you see anti-condom, no pull-out Poppy, Phillip Rivers take the snap, I'm going to be going live along with you. Turn down the volume on your television. You don't want to hear Joe Buck. You don't want to hear Troy Aikman on commentary. What you want to hear is the Chiseled Adonis. So do me that favor. If you got an Apple phone, download that app. Use the promo code Adonis. More importantly, if you have an Android phone, much like myself, in about a month, we will have the Hot Mic app on the Play Store. Stay, I'll keep you guys posted, and when that time comes, I'll keep you informed. But we are watching the Oakland Raiders taking on the Los Angeles Android Chargers. If you are not watching the game, you might want to put it on. Then again, I wouldn't consider myself like John Facenda, but I think I could bring a game to life. So turn your TV off, do a little bit of a challenge. See if you can visualize the game through my voice. We're at a commercial break. We're taking a look at those old school Raiders. Remember those old days of the Raiders where you had Tom Flores, you had a John Madden for the Chargers, you had a Don Coryell. These legendary coaches. Might I add, it is a shame that Tom Flores is not in the Hall of Fame. I believe he should be there. We've had other mediocre coaches who've gone in. There's no reason why Tom Flores should not be a Hall of Famer. I'm sorry, he should be a Hall of Famer. Okay. 1st and 10 from the 49 for the Los Angeles Android Chargers. Anti-condom, no pull-out Poppy. Phillip Rivers takes the snap, looking towards his left. He's got Melvin Gordon. Not only can he not be stopped in the run game, he can't be stopped in the pass game. He'd hurdle a man, turn him into a Goomba, add another mushroom to his play, and here we go, a big-time first down, big-time game. And just like if you're watching the anime One Piece, Big News Morgans would say, big news! There's a 20-plus yard gain for the Los Angeles Chargers. He tell one defender, don't even try to touch me. He's down at the 24-yard line. The Chargers are in business, man. They're controlling the clock. They're controlling the tempo. They're controlling all of the momentum. Phillip Rivers takes the snap, handoff to Melvin Gordon. Yet another positive yardage for him. Tackled at the 21, the 20-yard line. He's in between the 20 and the 21. Let's just go with 20 and a half. Speed Racer asks, is chiseling the unchiseled Adonis still a thing? Yes, indeed it is. Next episode will be posted soon. I've been a little bit busy, so I haven't been able to post it. However, I will be posting it. Drinking a whole lot of water here. All right. 2nd and 6 from the 20 and a half, I might add. Anti-condom, no pull-out Poppy. Phillip Rivers directing his offensive line, telling them, you had better block for me. He takes the snap. He'd look towards his right. He would not. He'd go down the field. He's got a man. He's wide open. It's Hunter Henry once again. Evidently, the Raiders defense is strictly homosexual because they have no business being around tight ends. They're not even trying to guard Hunter Henry. He's getting whatever the hell he wants tonight. Phillip Rivers, perfect spiral, finding Hunter Henry at the 11-yard line. He'd go out of bounds at the 8. The Chargers now in the period-colored zone, or I should say, because they got on the powder blues, the Los Angeles Android Crips in the what? The swoop zone. "11 seconds left on the play clock. Phillip Rivers takes the snap. Anti-condom, no pull-out Poppy. Looking towards his left, solely towards his left. Pass intercepted again. Eric Harris again. But there is a flag on the play. Good Lord in heaven, this man has 3 interceptions in 15 minutes of play. 3 interceptions. Oh, but there's offside. There is offside. The second Raiders interception denied due to a flag. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're tuning into this game late, you missed 3 interceptions in the first quarter. Only 2 stood, both by Eric Harris of the defense. The Raiders picked off the, I believe it was the 3rd play of the drive. Phillip Rivers was intercepted, but there was a defensive holding call that bailed them out, only to see his pass intercepted later on. Phillip Rivers' pass was intercepted here. However, he was bailed out by an offsides automatic first down, 1st and goal from the 4. They should have learned from their woes. They hand the ball to Gordon. He fights his way into the end zone, and the Chargers take the lead. The Chargers take the lead. And what happens? You learn from your past. What transpired the first time they got into the red zone? Did they score? No. Actually, they did. They did score. But they ran the ball this time. They didn't have to pass and wait until they're down. They got in there on the first. You see the KY jelly. You see the lube. And he pounded his way through the holes of that defense and scored and gave the Chargers the lead. This is a game that started out in which you thought the Raiders could have possibly ran away with it, only to see the Chargers come back. Control the clock, control the momentum, control the game, and now they have the lead. The Raiders do not even have 45 yards of total offense. The Raiders only have 1 first down to my estimation. The Chargers have completely owned this game outside of that bonehead play early on in the game. And here they are taking a 14-0 lead with 14-14 left to play. Pardon me, I said 14-14. With 4 minutes and 14 seconds left to play. Masterclass job. Take a look at Gruden. What is he doing? Putting his mother head back down. The Negros on the side of the Los Angeles Chargers are extremely ecstatic. Sensational first half, comeback. The way that you're supposed to play the game. The resiliency that you need to win games in the National Football League. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're tuning in now, I see we got 328 in the room. We've only got 236 likes. If you haven't liked the video, like the video. Let's get it to 250 before halftime. And if you got an Apple product, do me a favor, all right? You see that link that I just put inside the comment section, the link that I just put inside the chat room. Do me a favor, download that app, use the promo code Adonis. Watch on the Hot Mic app, all right? Watch it on the Hot Mic app. If you got an Android, it's coming to Android in a month. This is not a slight on Android. I myself have an Android as well. We're just going to be a little bit patient. But let's talk to the chat room. What do you guys think thus far on this first half? Magnificent. We've passed 250. We've passed 250. We are at 265. You guys are sensational. That is exactly how I believe that Joe Buck would call 9/11. Plain, building. Destruction. Frying. Attack. But the Raiders are looking decent. The Chargers aren't. Well, that's interesting, given that the Chargers just took the lead. They are who they thought they were. Trash. Fair enough. Where's Jacobs? He's probably not in a situation in which he's going to keep getting the ball now that they have a deficit. It's going to turn into the Derek Vehicle show. The game is starting to slip away. Absolutely. The Raiders are unlucky. Absolutely. 2 interceptions called back. Only 2 interceptions stood. This doesn't mean that they would have had 4 interceptions on the game, because 2 of those interceptions happened on the exact same drive. One ended up resulting in getting nullified due to a penalty, but the other one, they was able to get that back and rectify. But this one in particular, that offsides killed them. And more importantly, that's 2 different times in which they were offsides on this drive, or back-to-back drives. The kick is fielded at the 5. Blockers in front. The vision is not there. He's tackled at the 23-yard line. The Chargers want the football. The referees blow it dead. They should field this at the 23-yard line. Most likely they're going to field it at the 20. Let's take one more look at that offsides penalty call. You see the fingers are on the blue line. He fired off of the ball. Once again, might I add, on this offside call, take a look at Scott, the right tackle. He got beat once again. Although the defensive end did not make a play on Rivers, this is something that may continue to be a problem for the Los Angeles Chargers, because that right tackle cannot block for the life of him. Derek Vehicle looking towards his left. He's got his man. That's Josh Jacobs. He's protecting the football. Big time gain. Carry all the way to the 40-yard line. The Raiders are in business. What appears to be their second or their third first down thus far in this game. If I'm the Raiders, I need a score here. Whether it's a field goal, whether it's a touchdown, you need a score here to revitalize that crowd, to galvanize the teammates, to really get them wanting to get going. Because thus far, as I said, the Chargers, 16 first downs. The Raiders, 2. You can't win football games if you can't move chains. Derek Vehicle takes the snap, ball spotted at the 40.5-yard line, looking towards his right. Pass nearly intercepted, but there is laundry on the field, and there's some jawing going on from Davis and Tyrell Williams. The referees deliberating to figure out what is transpiring. Here we go. Take a look at the replay. There's a hold, there's a little bit, there's a grab of the arm. I understand why they threw the flag. But the pass broken up and nearly intercepted. There was a lot of contact that's there. They might just call him for a defensive holding. It appears maybe they may have picked up the flag. I'm looking at 14-10 with 3:26 left to play. There is no penalty. I don't see the down and distance. All I'm seeing that Oakland has 8 penalties for 77 yards. There was an automatic first down. Yes, indeed. They did confirm the penalty. Derek Vehicle handoff. Josh Jacobs running. He's got nowhere to go. No gain on the play. Oakland shooting themselves in the foot with 8 penalties for 77 yards. When you have the Chargers, 3 penalties for 30 yards. Since the opening 2 drives, this has been all Los Angeles. Since the opening 2 drives. All right, here we go. Josh Jacobs, 5 rushes for 19 yards. Double J, no Jeff Jarrett. Play action fake for Derek Vehicle. He's got time. Looking right, couldn't get the ball down the field like he'd like. He dumped the ball off to Josh Jacobs, but negative yardage. He'd lose 2 yards. It appears he's tackled at the opposite 49. The Raiders had a couple of home games. They've only had 3 thus far. Now that I think about it, yes, indeed. 49 days in between home games. That is absolutely atrocious. And remember, they were the home team when they played in London. But last I checked, London ain't Oakland. 3rd and 11 from the 49.5. Derek Vehicle takes the snap. He has a little bit of protection. Steps up in the pocket, looking towards his left. He's got his man. He'd be short of the first down. Spotted appropriately, caught by Jones. He's tackled at the 40, exactly at the 40. The referees did a sensational job. I don't know how that ref got his eyes checked, but his eyes are not for decoration. He's doing his thing. We've got somebody from Chile in the building. Chile in the building. Shout out to you, brother. 3:26 watching on YouTube. We're going to commercial break. 2-minute warning on the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this on YouTube, do me a favor. If you have an Apple product, if you have an iPhone, I am putting in the comment section, I'm putting in the chat room right now. You see that link? Click that link. Use the promo code Adonis. Download that app. I'll put a V, not the doggone link. You download that app. You watch on Hot Mic. There is no delay. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're about 27 to 40 seconds behind. If you want to watch it live and catch up so your TV is in sync, you're not getting a delayed sort of reaction, you want to watch it on Hot Mic. You're getting the exact same feedback, but you're watching it in real time. Do me a favor, click that link, download, use the promo code, and let's make this happen. Also syncs with the Amazon stream, I believe, as well. Somebody said the wrestling now says the commentary is 10 times better than Joe Buck. Well, it ain't that hard. All you got to do is breathe oxygen, and you may be better than Joe Buck. Somebody is saying Dwayne Haskins is traded. That doesn't make any sense, but he's trending in the news. He's expected to keep his job, and Darius Jice is he's activated from injury reserve. That's sensational to hear. All right. Worldwide asks me what I think about the Ravens. Well, at approximately 20 minutes, I'm gonna have my post-game comment or my post-game analysis uploaded. But I do like the Ravens thus far. I still have questions about them passing the football. I love how good their tight ends are. But they don't have that number 1 receiver. They don't necessarily need it because they're winning games. But the Ravens are playing good football. From where they stand right now, they're playing very good football. Defensively, I really like them. But as the AFC North is every single year, they're due for a losing streak. I don't know how many games they're going to lose. I don't know if it's going to be 2 or if it's going to be 3, but the Ravens are due for a losing streak. That team does not have the feel that can pull off like a 7 or 8, 9 game consecutive win streak. I think they're due for a losing streak. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I think it's going to happen. But I like the Ravens. They're playing good football. All right, 4th and 1. From the 40-yard line. Waller in motion. Derek Vehicle takes the snap. Direct hand off from him to the fullback. Easy. First down. He's down at what appears to be the 36-yard line. They're probably going to spot it at the 37. Sensational job. 1:47 left to play. The first 3 drives for the Oakland Raiders resulted in 1 first down. On this drive, they have 3. No huddle. Here comes Derek Vehicle. Knowing that there's a sense of urgency that's here. Ball spotted at the 37-yard line. Derek Vehicle takes the snap. Trips right. He's got a little bit of protection. Over the middle, he's got his man caught at the 31-yard line. The Raiders are cooking. They are in business. 2 timeouts remaining. The Chargers have 3. 1:19 left to play in the first half. 2nd and 4 for those Oakland Raiders. Derek Vehicle takes the snap. Play action fake. All right? He's looking to go down the field, but they're not open. Joey Bosa would dive. He would miss. Derek Vehicle would find his man. Tackled at the 18. He'd fall back at the 20. However, he's going to be down at the 18 to Richard. All right? The Raiders are still in business. They're still in business. Richie Incognito with a sensational block on Melvin Ingram. Give some respect to the big boys up front. What a block by Richie Incognito. A lot of people would have thought he could have got a hold there, but damn it, he's doing his job. Derek Vehicle, 8 for 10, 65 yards. He takes the snap on 1st and 10 from the 18. Beautiful protection. Throws it into the end zone right through the hands of Hunter Renfrow. Right through the hands of Hunter Renfrow, or it was just outside of his reach, whatever the case may have been. That should have been a touchdown. I'm not sure what the miscommunication was. We're watching the replay here. He ran right past Perriman. His hands. What happened to his hands? Right in between his hands. He tried to catch it like this. He tried to catch it like this. He did a very unorthodox gator chomp. Like if he was in Florida, nobody would put him in Florida University. He couldn't get in if you're trying to catch something like this. Might as well have did this. What was that? Hunter Renfrow. Evidently that Clemson education's not doing him any favors. Derek Vehicle with the screen pass to Washington. He'd pick up 9 yards, tackled at the 9-yard line. 22 seconds left to play. This is very perplexing for the Oakland Raiders. They would finally use one of their timeouts. 3rd and 1 from the 9. 22 seconds left to play. 14-10 with the Chargers and the lead. The Raiders driving, looking to take the lead or cut their deficit to 1 prior to halftime. I wouldn't have called a timeout myself, but I would not have let it tick down to 22 seconds. But it is what it is. You still got a timeout to spare, and there's an injury timeout that should have probably happened for what appears to be Melvin Ingram, who is down. This is not good for the Los Angeles Chargers, given that they're still trying to make a playoff push. This is not good to lose somebody of the caliber of Melvin Ingram. Let's see what transpired on this play. Well, we're looking at Hunter Renfrow making a block. Melvin Ingram flying forward. His head went into the hip of Hunter Renfrow. Hunter Renfrow, pardon me, I said Renfrow. He was slipping. His head went directly into the hip. This is a head injury. He may be going into the concussion protocol. That is not something that you want to see. There was his neck made a movement outward while his body kept going. This is not good. He's hunched over, so we're hoping he has mobility in his body. This isn't something that you want to see. He's moving, but that right hand is not. Oh, boy. He's able to walk off with his own power, but that right arm is not moving. That could be something with his shoulder, too. Oh, boy. We'll send out praise to Melvin Ingram. That's a hell of a player. Regardless of whether you're elite, if you're average, if you're terrible, you don't want to see injuries in this game. There's a brotherhood in football. There's brotherhood in fans watching football. You don't want to see somebody get hurt. Regardless if you're an Oakland Raiders fan, that's not what you want to see. If you're an AFC West fan that doesn't happen to cheer for the Chargers, that's not what you want to see. You want to see guys get beat at their best. You don't want to see people get hurt and end up leaving with injuries. Hopefully Melvin Ingram is good. Walked off on his own power. 3rd and 1 from the 9-yard line. 24 seconds on the clock. Derek Vehicle, play action fake, looking towards his right. There's a flag on the play. Richard goes, no, who is that? Is that Ingold? Well, he dived into the end zone. There should be a touchdown for the Raiders, but there's a flag on the play. It might just be a hold. Oh, no, wait. I think it's on the Chargers. I think it is on the Chargers. Everybody for the Raiders are celebrating. Offsides on the Chargers. We've got a Raiders touchdown. They take the lead, regain the lead. Sensational drive resulted in 4 first downs. Hell of a drive for the Raiders to regain the lead. It appears that the momentum is going back in the favor of Oakland. What a job. What a job. Ladies and gentlemen, we are sitting at 290 likes with 321 in the room. You guys are sensational. There's a difference of 31, but I'm not complaining about that because we got a hell of a number. All right, we've got 3 dislikes as well. So we got individuals who are not liking it right now, okay? We've got a couple of Nancy's and Andres in the chat room. Or they may be Nancy's and Andres who stepped in and then decided to step out. Regardless of what it is, you decided to tune in. Sensational job from the Raiders taking the lead. What appears to be 17-13. But there's a question of, did he get in? Oh, he's definitely in. That's a touchdown. That is a touchdown. There's no need of a review. When his knee touched down, he was well over the line. Send out Daniel Carlson. Raiders are playing very good football, man. That was a hell of a drive. I was a bit concerned because coming into this final drive that the Raiders had, all the momentum was on the side of the Chargers. When you watch a game like this and you see a team like the Raiders that started out sensational, you see a team that began to rest on their laurels. You see a team that took their feet off of the gas. You see a team that started to smell their own butts, but thought their poop didn't stink. And then the Chargers went down and ran all over them and took the lead. Now the Raiders got back to what it is that they wanted to do, and they took the lead over the Chargers. And it's looking like that touchdown will be confirmed. They're going to send out Daniel Carlson. Hopefully he makes that field goal, and we leaving going into halftime with a 17-14 lead. Pure Crystal, no, that does not mean there's no game highlight commentary tomorrow, because there will be game highlight commentary tomorrow premiering at 5 p.m. Might I add as well, on Instagram, if you're not following the Hold My Nuggets Instagram, go follow it, because we are taping episode 15 of Hold My Nuggets, myself and Marv Glover, tomorrow at 9 p.m. We will be going live on IG, that's Instagram for individuals who don't know the abbreviation. We're going live at 9 p.m. on Instagram for the Hold My Nuggets podcast. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're just now tuning in, or if you're an Apple product owner, feel free to download this app that I am putting inside of the chat right now. You download that app, you utilize that promo code Adonis. When you download it and you watch it over there, it is live. We are not only the same sort of playback that you're getting right here, you are also at the same time watching the audio synced live with your television. If you're watching it on YouTube, there's a little bit of a playback, there's a little bit of a delay, but if you're watching it on live, on the Hot Mic app, you're getting direct live feedback during the game. Download Hot Mic, and more importantly, click those Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Give Hot Mic a follow. Take a look in the comment section over here. The dislikes are from Zane Gonzalez, Cody Parkey, and Vinatieri. Well, Mojo, you might be right. I don't think Zane Gonzalez dislikes me anymore. I gave him his kudos last year, and then he ended up winning, special teams player of the week. So I remember that happened last year. Him and Daniel Carlson both individually got that award. So I've set them free from the Chiseled Adonis roasting. But just to know, if they do mess up once again, I will be in betwixt them cheeks, verbally murdering them with these jokes. Do you think Bruce Arians can turn the Bucks around? Asked rarely Evan or even. Yes, I do believe he can turn the Bucks around. The Bucks, just like the Detroit Lions, are those teams that find ways to lose games that should go either way. I'll touch on this right after the extra point. Daniel Carlson lining up for the extra point to make it a 17-14 right down the middle. The Raiders extend their lead 17-14. But regarding the Bucks, I believe Bruce Arians can turn that team around because, wow, John Cena is on the screen, but I can't see him. This is very bizarre. His hair is growing. It's slicked back. I don't recognize this John Cena. What's funnier is that they talk about him as if he's not even a member of the WWE anymore. They say John Cena of the movie rather than John Cena of the WWE. That's kind of bizarre. But the Bucks and the Lions, they're two teams that find ways to lose games. They do get screwed here and there, more Lions than the Bucks. But Bruce Arians is a hell of a coach, and I believe he can turn Jameis around. I've pulled the plug on Marcus Mariota, but I'm yet to pull the plug on Jameis. Jameis has talent, man. Jameis has talent. He just has to stop turning the football over. He just has to stop turning the football over. He's had the pieces at receiver. Mike Evans has been balling. He's never really had a running back though. Doug Martin was the only running back that Jameis Winston had, but he never stayed healthy. If Jameis Winston gets his hands on a running back, or Bruce Arians gets his hands on a running back that can be a consistent 1,000-yard rusher, I can guarantee you Jameis Winston will be an elite pro. He'll be a Pro Bowl quarterback. I can't say elite quarterback, but he'll be a Pro Bowl quarterback. Let's see. The Raiders to kick off with 20 seconds left to play. I'd highly doubt that the Chargers will do anything here. If it's a touchback, we're going into halftime with this score. But if they get a quality return, I expect the Chargers to at least take a shot. But they'd have to get at least into the 40. The Chargers got two timeouts remaining. So they're solely cognizant on this field position. It's looking like it's going to be fielded with one. Nope, he took the knee. We're going to halftime most likely. All right. Do I have a halftime show prepared? Well, not necessarily. I think I'll step away for a couple of minutes. I might just put my post game or pre-game analysis for week 10. I'll have that play, who knows? But we'll see. But most likely I'm going to take myself a little break and come back in the second half. I'm not going to end the stream. We're just going to, temporarily stay away. But I'm not going to be going for too long, though. I'll probably come back and we'll chat it up in the comment section. Hand off to Melvin Gordon. He's actually... Oh, no. There's a flag. Wow. Wow. The Chargers had an opportunity to really pull a fast one on the Raiders. The Raiders thought they were going to take a knee. John Gruden took off his He took off his headset. He thought they were going to take a knee. The Raiders defense was honestly sleeping right there. That handoff to Melvin Gordon could have turned into something magnificent, but instead there was a false start on the Chargers. That cost them a very sneaky opportunity. It's still a handoff to Melvin Gordon. He doesn't have the hole that he thought he was going to have. He's tackled at what appears to be the 25-yard line, and we're going into halftime with a 17-14 lead for the Raiders, and that concludes the first half. The Gruden Grinders have a little bit of an edge. They make up for that abysmal 15 minutes over the course of the tail end of the first quarter to midway of the second. The Raiders are going to receive the second half kickoff, I might add, as well. So all of that momentum they just picked up, hopefully they can carry that into the second half. And ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching halftime, or I should say we are at halftime as we speak. So first and foremost, I'd like to thank you guys for, tuning in into this experience. It's a new experience for me, going live during the game. I'm actually thoroughly enjoying myself. You guys let me know in the comment section if you're having a good time. If you're having a good time, just drop in GT. Just type in GT in the comment section on YouTube and let me know how you're feeling about this game thus far, and if you're enjoying the commentary versus having to listen to, Troy Aikman and Joe Buck. As for halftime, let's see. Got some questions. You know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a step away for 3 minutes, and then I will be back, and we can do a little bit of a Q&A here live on YouTube. And also, if you have an Apple product, do me a favor, and you see that link that's in my description. You see that link? That's the top pinned comment. What I'm going to have you do is download that link, use the promo code Adonis, download the Hot Mic app, and watch it live on Hot Mic. I will be right back in 3 minutes. I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. A little bit longer than 3 minutes, but we are back. I'm seeing John Cena on my screen, but damn it, I can't see him. All right, Twitter. We are live tweeting. I've received some live tweets from the audience. I'm on Facebook right now, putting out the blast. Do me a favor, all you guys. If you have Twitter, if you have Instagram, if you have a Facebook, if you got Snapchat, whatever the case may be, do me a favor. You share the link to this YouTube stream. Share the link to Hot Mic, the app. Share the promo code. Don't just keep me to yourself. Share me with a friend. Let's bring everybody up in here. If you're tired of hearing all these other commentators, you want to hear a funny guy, you want to hear some real time, you want to hear somebody who got some energy so it's not so monotonous, you come over and watch it on the Chiseled Adonis stream. If you got an Apple phone, you got an iPhone, do me a favor. There's a link that was just posted inside the comment section, inside the live chat. You just download that app, you use the promo code Adonis. It's completely free. Watch it on Hot Mic. It's linked directly to the live television. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tune in. Your grandfather's watching the game in the basement. Plug in the Hot Mic phone. Well, you can't plug in the Hot Mic phone, but get your phone, plug it in somewhere, bring it all the way to the basement. Let him watch some other commentary. You got an infant child. They got them headphones on like Drew Brees' son had after they won the Super Bowl. Listen, do them a favor. Connect that headphone to your phone and let them listen to the Chiseled Adonis talk about football, because they may just become a football fan and not figure skating. All right? If you got a dead relative, you're visiting a cemetery, do me a favor. Put the damn phone into the dirt. You'll bring that dead person back to life. Cannot confirm or deny if that's actually going to happen. I would not do it if I were you. You're probably just going to end up in a dirty phone. You don't want to have that happen, but you ain't here for me. All right? But share it with your friends. Share it with a family member. Share it with a relative. Share it with somebody who's a Raiders fan, Chargers fan. Damn it, let's watch this game together. All right? But we got a little bit of time before the game comes back. So let's do a little bit of a Q&A. You can tweet at me, Facebook, comment me, Instagram, comment me. Most likely it's going to go through Twitter and the chat here. Let's talk, man, what you guys want to know. Little Q&A about the game, little bit about what's going on in life. I got Jason asked me, do you think that the Rams will make the playoffs? Right now it's looking tough because the NFC is looking good. That NFC North, they got two teams that could possibly go to the playoffs because Minnesota, who knows how things will play out. You already know the Packers are going to go. Detroit is up and down. Chicago, I already said they're not going to make it. NFC South, the Saints are doing their job. Carolina looks like they could remain 500, so who knows? But the NFC West, the Rams, I don't know, man. Because I see Seattle, that's a playoff team. The 49ers, that's a playoff team. There's only 2 wild card spots. Who knows how things will play out? Who knows? Maybe the Rams can, but I need Todd Gurley to play better if that's going to happen. Todd Gurley must play better if that's going to happen. Talking to Facebook right now. I got, okay, so in the comment, we got you should do WWE commentary. Copyright. I would have done WWE commentary for 3 consecutive years. Copyright. I remember I used a 3-second clip of Vince McMahon. They blocked the whole video. There's some ways I can get away with it if you lower the resolution, but most times if they find it, it's over for it. I get lucky sometimes. What's up? Things are going sensational using this Hot Mic app. This is awesome. This is so awesome. I'm your all-time favorite. I truly appreciate that. Who's my all-time favorite wrestler? I have 3. The Rock, Stone Cold, Chris Benoit. When it comes to in-the-ring game, in-the-ring wrestling, Chris Benoit, and it's not even close. But when it comes to characters, The Rock and Stone Cold, those 2, those are my guys. Do I think the Broncos can make the playoffs? Absolutely not. Go Pittsburgh Steelers without question. Can we get a progress report on the unchiseled Adonis? Well, where he stands right now in present day, he is stagnant. He's not really making any sort of progress from where we stand. He's pretty much taken months off from the gym. That's why the next episode will be present day. Most likely, I'll give you a little bit of a breakdown. This is an exclusive for individuals who want to tune into the series. I'm probably, the next episode, it will be me ranting on him and berating him as a human. So that's going to be mildly entertaining. Might be a little bit uncomfortable, but it is what it is. So you got to put out the right sort of motivation to get somebody to want to, go and do something. Because I've noticed with him, when it comes to trying to, be the buddy, supportive kind, it doesn't really necessarily work. So you need the tough love to really get him to get going. So that's how it works. Most likely, I'll figure out a way to get the audience to get on him. to see if they could give him the push to go and lose that weight. But yeah, that's the progress report thus far. Who's taking the NFC this year? I've predicted the Saints would be the representative of the NFC in the Super Bowl. But who knows? The San Francisco 49ers is playing well. I've never been that person like, oh, they're young, they don't got playoff experience. I don't believe in that. I do not believe in that. Because tell that to the 1999 Los Angeles Rams. Pardon me, St. Louis Rams. All right? They just showed up out of nowhere and won the Super Bowl. I don't want to hear it. Tell it to the 2001 Patriots. Okay? I don't want to hear it. I do not. Oh, you got to be battle tested. No, you don't. Sometimes when the stars align, they align. So, I think it's either the 49ers or the Saints. Do you think the Steelers can make the playoff? The Steelers have a chance because in the AFC North, teams are due for losing streaks. Favorite South Park character? Randy Marsh, without question. All right, thoughts on the Bills? I like their defense. I like their run game. They need to be able to throw the football better. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I might add as well, 7 minutes ago, the the pre-game analysis, pre-game picks, pre-game predictions for Week 10 was uploaded on YouTube after the game. Feel free to go and tune into that. But the second half is starting. Moneybags done kicked the ball off. We're getting back into the game. I will continue to read tweets as we go, read comments as we go. Feel free to continue to have the questions rolling in. We're going to keep everything engaged. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, if you're new to the stream, we are live on Hot Mic, the app. We're also live on YouTube as well. If you have an Apple phone, you've got an iPhone, do me a favor. You see the link that's in the chat here on YouTube. You download that app. You use the promo code Adonis when you sign up. Use the promo code Adonis when you download. Whenever the case is that you got to use the promo code, you download it there and watch it on that app because it is streamed in real time to what you're seeing on the television. Just turn the volume down on your television or whatever stream service that you're using and you'll listen to me live as the game goes. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Hand off to Josh Jacobs. Double J. No Jeff Jarrett. He picked up 4 yards yet again, tackled at the 31-yard line. They're most likely going to spot him at the 30. All right, Christina Pink on the sideline, not wearing pink. I think that's a maroon or a burgundy, whatever the case may be. Somebody needs to sue her for not wearing what her last name is. No, don't sue her. That's stupid. You're going to lose that case. All right, 2nd and 7 for the Raiders. A very unorthodox formation on the left-hand side, but appears they're in a trips bunch formation. Derek Vehicle takes the snap, looking towards his right. Ball is batted down, and there's a good sign on the field right now because Melvin Ingram is out there. If you saw in the first half, if you missed the last drive, he ended up getting hurt. It appeared to be something with a shoulder, something with an arm, something with a neck, something with the head, but he's back out there. He's moving. It doesn't appear as if there's anything that's slowing him down, no ailments. So we're happy about his health. That's good to hear. 3rd and 7. On 3rd down conversions, the Oakland Raiders are 1 for 5. The average is about 6.8, so 7 is exactly in that range. They have never really found themselves with 3rd and short. Joey Bosa gets off his block, but a beautiful pass to Hunter Renfrow, picking up the 1st down, tackled at the 44. The Raiders are moving the chains like it was the slave days. This is sensational, but there's a flag on the play yet again. Is this another situation where the Raiders have shot themselves in the foot? Ask yourself if this is a situation where the Raiders shoot themselves in the foot. Because remember, they got 8 penalties for 77 yards. This ain't what you want to see. That is not winning football. Face mask on the defense. The Raiders are getting another. Not only are they moving the chains, but it's extending the game. Now, I think they've done away with the 5-yard face mask. If I'm not correct. But this will be an additional 15 yards, so this should put them inside of Charger territory. That is indeed a face mask. There's a twist. That's a 15-yard penalty. They are at the 39-yard line, and here come the Raiders. Derek Vehicle, hand off to Double J, no Jeff Jarrett, and Josh Jacobs. I almost said Josh Allen picks up 3 yards here. Are the Panthers going to the playoffs? Somebody asked me. There's a possibility that they could. But let me tell you something. If they're going to depend solely on Run CMC, if they depend solely on Christian McCaffrey to get that job done, I do not think they're going to be able to go to the playoffs. There's only so much they can rely on him to get the job done. Hell, Adrian Peterson was able to carry the Minnesota Vikings to the playoffs in 2012. But damn it, there had to be some quarterback play in between in some games. So I'd love to see that from Kyle Allen. From where I stand right now, he's just really coasting. He's got to step it up if they want to get to the playoffs. Derek Vehicle wide open to Waller, and he holds on to the ball. What a catch. What a catch at the 12-yard line. The Raiders are in business. They would enter the Tokokino zone. Rosetta Stone Greek. See, I know some of these languages. I know in the back of my head, but Tokokino is my favorite one. If you speak, if you're from Greece, you speak Greek, I'm pretty sure you enjoy that. All right, but beautiful play action fake. That play action fake was extremely crisp, I might add. If you're a quarterback, that must have possibly gave you an erection. That's what you want to see. That is what Peyton Manning has spent years working on with Edgerrin James. That's a hell of a job. That is a hell of a job. 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. Derek Vehicle play action fake wasn't really a good one there. He's got time. Melvin Ingram is free. He's pursuing the quarterback. Derek Vehicle would pitch the ball out of bounds. Luckily, he has a receiver that's there. I would have probably tried to run for more additional yards a little bit earlier. It appeared that John Gruden wanted a timeout. He did not get there in time. But I'd say better to save the timeout and lose the one down than to expend the timeout and need it later on. Thank you, Lucas B. You love the channel. Damn it, I love you for tuning in. All right, let me get this post up on Facebook. 2nd and 10, handoff, Josh Jacobs, sensational run, 8 yards. What an effort. What an effort. He took 3 pills of Viagra, refused to go down. That's one hell of a run, man. You need to put that run in a Cialis commercial. You don't see that often from rookie running backs. And might I add, keep in mind, Josh Jacobs broke Marcus Allen's record of rushing yards for a Raiders rookie running back on a season. And we're only halfway through the season. He's playing sensational football. The Raiders have a running back. The Raiders have a running back. 3rd and 2 from the 4-yard line. Derek Vehicle looking towards the end zone. Take off, run. There is no space towards the left. Derek Vehicle is one of those Peyton Manning sort of quarterbacks. Rather than use his legs, he would rather try to sling it. He tried to find Jones. Pass sailed incomplete. They're going to be forced to kick the field goal. If only this man looked towards his left, he could have probably walked into the end zone. If not, picked up a 1st down. They're not showing us a replay because they do not want us to scream at our televisions and say, Derek Vehicle, what is wrong with you? Take that car out of the dealership. Daniel Carlson connected on a 40-yard field goal earlier in the game on the opening possession for the Raiders following an interception from Eric Harris. He connected from 40. Here's a 22-yard chip shot. He's probably going to kick it through the uprights and good, but you can't be one to jinx him. The ball swung right through, perfect in the middle. They extend their lead 20-14. Yet another situation where the Raiders find themselves in a very, very favorable, auspicious field position, and they fail to capitalize in the end zone. This is something that may come down to haunt them. I'm telling you right now, this could come down to haunt them. Because the Chargers have the last possession, judging by the Raiders getting the first to open up this half, depending on how time management plays out. If the Chargers are only down by 6 on the final possession, I say they go down the field and score a game-winning touchdown. But who knows? We'll see. Only time will tell. This could be a Mewtwo psychic attack. Future sight. We'll see what happens in approximately an hour and a half. Shout out to Julio for the donation of $2. I appreciate you. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're tuning into this stream, you're new or you're old, if you have an Apple product, do me a favor. All right, if you have an iPhone, I don't know how many times I have to keep doing this damn demonstration, but do me a favor on the chat. You see there's a link that is there. You click that link, you download the app, you use the promo code Adonis. You download that app, you watch it live along with me. See what the difference between YouTube and there is on Hot Mic, it is live. The audio is synced with your television, so you hear me as it goes. YouTube is a bit of a delay. I know YouTube may be linked with, I believe it's Amazon TV, but it's better if it's linked with your live TV. So you want to go on the Hot Mic app, watch it there. You're getting the exact same playback. You can have it on your phone, on Hot Mic, and then also your computer, just have it on YouTube, and you can speak to me in the chat because the chat is happening in real time. But I would implore you, if you have an Apple product, use that link right there. Use the promo code Adonis. Download the app. Watch it on Hot Mic, baby. All right, we got a couple. Is a promo code Cody Parkey? It will never be Cody Parkey. If it's Cody Parkey, just know you downloaded the wrong app because you went to the left. Or matter of fact, the app might just shut down and foreclose because it's hitting itself. All right. Seahawks fan 9000 says Chiseled Adonis should be an NFL commentator. Well, who knows? I'm a whole comedian, so if I get time, give it a shot. Why not? The promo code Adonis. We are talking to Facebook at the current moment, sharing it on the regular page. I know I got some live tweets from Twitter. All right. Let's talk to the people. Ooh, there's an old clip of Howie Long up there. Some jerseys of Howie Long. Tell you what, Raiders fans or old school football fans, you guys remember Lyle Alzado? Sensational football, but only man who went one-on-one with the world's heavyweight champion. You know, he fought against Muhammad Ali and held his own, went 12 rounds. Sensational guy. Unfortunately, he was on steroids. Could have been a Hall of Famer. That 1977 season that he had with the Denver Broncos was absolutely sensational. I love watching old school football. You know, I was watching a lot of videos of John Facenda talking about the autumn wind. That man's voice was absolutely sensational. I've never been one to, you know, say, hey, I'd love to go into voiceover work. I just happen to have a very good voice. But damn it, if I could talk the way that John Facenda talks, it'd be magnificent. Go back and watch 1984, his recap of the season, because his last call was that of the Raiders winning the Super Bowl over the Washington Redskins in that 1983 season, but the game was played in 84. Just listen to his closing remarks. It's absolutely beautiful. Can bring a tear to your eyes if you love that kind of stuff. Oh, would you look at that? Is that Jim Plunkett? That is Jim Plunkett with the Raiders. He's holding up a Lombardi. Well, what do you know? Sensational. All right. Adam Brown asked me on Twitter, do you think the Chiefs offense can match up with the Pats defense? I do not think that can happen if they do not have Patrick Mahomes. Not if they don't have Patrick Mahomes. And we had a 5-yard gain from who else but Melvin Gordon. How many times I got to keep telling you this game, man? They can run the football. When on the ground, look at the statistics right here. The Chargers ran for 110. The Oakland Raiders only ran for 35. I almost said 35. Right? Don't want to have your voice sound like that. Anti-condom, no pull-out poppy. Phillip Rivers holding on to the football. Surprisingly, the Raiders didn't go for the swipe. But he sacked back at the 8-yard line. I believe that is the rookie. Sensational sack. The Raiders defense has come to play. Let's see what transpired. He's coming from the right-hand side. He is the right end. Completely got past the left tackles. All right. If you recall in the first quarter, or I should say throughout the first half, the right tackle for the Los Angeles Android Chargers simply could not block. Now it's the left tackle that have failed them, and Farrell got himself on a sack. If there's issues with the tackles here, you're going to have a bad time because the Raiders actually have decent defensive ends. I believe in them. As for Phillip Rivers, 17 dropbacks, I believe 3 sacks and a ton of pressures. He's going down the middle. He'd connect. Nope, it's incomplete. Mike Williams did not get the catch. There's no flag on the play. The Raiders would force the Chargers to punt. All momentum on the side of the black hole. They are jumping. They are loud. The black is in the air. You've gone to a barbecue in the summer because all you're seeing is black. The Raiders are playing, and they're wearing white jerseys. What do you know? Here come the Raiders defense. They're looking like Gruden grinders. Somebody said the promo code is, what is it, Kiara Mia? Is that how it's pronounced? That's Jimmy G's girl, ain't it? All right, Ty Long with the punt. I'm not sure if that's a great punt. It gets a bounce. Oh, my Lord. Okay, and it's going to be down at the 43-yard line. At first, I thought it was going to bounce and hit a Raiders player, but that's not exactly what happened. And we're going to a commercial break. I will be right back in a minute, or I should say about 60 seconds. I will be right back. We should be back. All right, we are back. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in on Hot Mic. If you're not on Hot Mic or you're not too sure what Hot Mic is, you must have just tuned into YouTube. So do me a favor. If you have an Apple product, all right, I need you to click this link in the description. I need you to click this link in the chat room. What I need you to do is download the Hot Mic app, use the promo code Adonis, and watch the game live over there on the app, because it syncs, the audio syncs with the visual, what you're seeing on live television. On YouTube, there's a little bit of a delay, about 27 seconds to about 40 seconds, and you don't want to have that delay there. Watch it live on the Hot Mic app. Joey Bosa made a stop, tackle for loss on 1st and 10 for the Chargers, but it appears that he was a little bit banged up on that play. It was his first tackle of the night. I believe he's leading the AFC in sacks. No. Myles Garrett is leading the AFC in sacks. Joey Bosa is second. I believe he's second, and TJ Watt is third. But 2nd and 11 from the 44-yard line for the Oakland Raiders. Derek Vehicle takes the snap. There's no jet sweep, play action fake, but there wasn't too much of a handoff. He would toss the ball across his body, caught by Washington, I believe that is. He'd carry it and be 2 yards short of the first down at about, I believe that to be the 35-yard line that he might be down at. But it's a 3rd and 2 situation yet again. And keep in mind, the Raiders, 2 different occasions, and I touched on this after Daniel Carlson's last field goal, in which they had to settle for field goals in the Chargers territory because they failed to get the ball into the end zone. Can they convert here? Derek Vehicle takes the snap on 3rd and 2, handoff, but Washington would spin back. He'd be stopped. Frank Costanza challenge. He stopped short. Could not get the first down at the 35. That would force what appears to be a 52-yard field goal for the Oakland Raiders. If you know your math, the kicker is 7 yards behind from where the ball is snapped from the center, and there's a 10-yard difference in the end zone. So that would make 17 yards back from where they were. They were at the 35. This should be a 52-yard field goal. His career long is 50 yards on 2 different occasions. Let's see if my estimation was correct. No, they said it was 53 yards. There's the snap. The hold is good. Daniel Carlson's kick is wide to the left. It's no good. Daniel Carlson missed the field goal. Daniel Carlson! I'd rather take car advice from Fred Flintstone. Fred Flintstone, than have you as my kicker. You missed a 50-yarder. What are you doing? What are you doing? Put your mother head back down. What is he doing? Somebody just tweeted me and said Daniel Carlson's making kick. Watch him go out there and miss one. And damn it, there it is. He missed one. Daniel Carlson missed one. Ridiculous. Gotta be kidding me. Oh, my Lord. Of course he'd go out there and miss a field goal. That means the Chargers take over at the 35. It's not necessarily a short field, as they've been, benefited with before. But they're in business. Can they go down the field and take the lead or cut their deficit down to 3? And remember, I have to touch on it again. This is something that will come back to haunt the Raiders depending on how things transpire. Why? Because if you constantly find yourself having to settle for field goals, you're not going to be in good positions. You're going to find yourself in a very precarious position when the game comes down to the wire. Because rather than having what should be 12 points, what should be 9 points, what should have been 10 or 2 touchdowns, you're sitting there with 6. You don't want to have that happen. All right? Look what transpired with the Vikings versus the Chiefs. The Chiefs, honestly, they kicked 4 field goals, which was from distances, and Harrison Buckner did his job. But best comparison would probably be perfect. New Orleans Saints, Carolina Panthers in the playoffs 2 years ago. They had 4 different occasions inside the red zone. They settled for field goals from Grant Guano. He made, believe he made 3, he missed 1, or he made all 4. Whatever the case was, that was a game that the Carolina Panthers should have won. They did not win because they failed to get in to the end zone. Taking 3 points is still good. However, if you find yourself inside the 20 and you fail to get into the end zone, that is on you. That is on you, especially if you're inside the 10. You must be able to convert. In my opinion, that's 4-down territory at all. You'll never see me send out a kicker for a 22-yard field goal if I had first and goal or something like that. I'm going for it. I'd rather have you with your back against the wall having to come out. But this was a 50-yard attempt, so it's not the same sort of situation. But remember, the Chargers had 135 yards of total offense when the Raiders only had 35. Here we sit. The Chargers are at 182. The Raiders are at like a 160, 163 or something like that. So the game seems pretty much even. Can the Chargers take advantage of this missed field goal? They're spotted at the, well, that's bizarre. Why are they spotted at the 43? So they spot the football from where the kicker kicked? That's interesting. I was unaware of this. I thought they spot the ball from where the snapper snaps the ball on the missed field goal. This is new to me. I must have never made the astute observation to notice this. I have learned something live on Hot Mic. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're tuning into the stream on YouTube, do me a favor. Utilize this link that I just put in the chat room. All right, if you have an Apple iPhone, an Apple product, all right, anything that uses the App Store, not the Play Store, download the Hot Mic app, use the promo code Adonis, watch it over there because the audio is synced. Back to the game, Phillip Nile Rivers, anti-condom, no pull-out poppy. Phillip Rivers went deep, he overthrew his man, it's 3rd and 10 for the Los Angeles Chargers. Once again, they failed to go deep. Sensational route from Patton, but it was just too much sauce from Rivers. Overthrew his man. I know he's feeling that. It was an opportunity that was there. It doesn't appear as if the receiver ran the wrong route because he ran inside. The pass was thrown inside. Phillip just got to get a better ball. 3rd and 10. 7:06 left to play from the 43, the 43-yard line. Anti-condom, no pull-out poppy. Phillip Rivers takes the snap. He's got some time in the pocket. No, he does not. He loses the football. Live football recovered somehow by the Los Angeles Chargers. But yet again, there is a flag on the play. There's laundry on the field. That's a sensational strip. I'm not sure where the flag is coming from. There must have been a hold. Maybe illegal hands to the face from the defensive lineman or offensive lineman at the line of scrimmage. I am very concerned as to what this flag is for, because there's constant times in which we see there's a possibility for a turnover so far in this game. I believe this is the 4th time in particular in which a penalty may have bailed the team out or screwed a team over. Nope. Apparently it was on the offensive lineman, whatever the case may have been. 4th and 24, the Chargers are set to punt. Trevor Davis back to receive the kick. Ty Long punting the ball off. Punt was nearly blocked. Sensational rush from the Raiders. And here Trevor Davis has some space here. Oh, he's got a couple of blocks. No, he doesn't. No, he does not. He's went backwards when I thought he had space. Tackled for what appears to maybe be, a 7-yard gain? And they're going to commercial break on the screen. Let me tell you something, all right? Thus far in this game, there's an ebb and flow, there's a back and forth, but the Raiders apparently have all of the momentum. However, this is a mirror of what we saw in the first half. So I would hope the Raiders can put together a drive and put points on the board and regain a 2-possession lead, because sitting on a 6-0 lead against Phillip Rivers, I would not feel too comfortable. All right? Somebody says my beard needs an edge up. You are absolutely correct. You know, the last time I cut my hair was when I got ready to leave for New Orleans. You know when I left for New Orleans? During week 3 of the NFL preseason. It is now week 10. Put that in perspective. All right. Let's see. Will there be more than 5 TDs in the Vikings versus the Cowboys? Actually, I don't think so. I think it's a low-scoring game. I said in my pregame analysis that was released at 10 o'clock on YouTube p.m. That is Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. or PST. I said it's going to be very similar to the Cowboys versus the Saints game last year. Very low scoring. If the Cowboys want to win, Zeke has to get at least 120 yards all purpose. So probably about 70 yards on the ground, 50 through the air, 80 on the ground, 40 through the air just to set up third and manageable. Because in my opinion, Dak Prescott's one of the better quarterbacks in the league when he has third and short situation. You give Dak Prescott 3rd and 4, he plays sensational football. You give Dak Prescott 3rd and 5 or 3rd and long, terrible. If you give him 3rd and manageable, you give the Cowboys that, they can win games. For the Vikings, the Cowboys are going to shut down that run game. They will not allow Dalvin Cook to beat them. So Kirk, family member, had got to get going. Kirk Cousins cannot allow that defense to get at him. More importantly, Adam Thielen's dealing with a hamstring. You're a receiver. You need your legs. It's not probable that he'll be 100%. So who knows what sort of factor he'll be, let alone if he even plays. Stephon Diggs got shut down. He only had 4 yards against the Chiefs. I expect Kyle Rudolph to have a sensational game because tight ends usually play very good against the Cowboys when you utilize your tight end the right way. So I expect Kyle Rudolph to have a couple of touchdowns. But outside of that, I think it's a low-scoring game. It might mess around and be one of those 17 to 14, 16, 13, 12 to 9 sort of situations. But I'll probably roll with the Cowboys to win that game at home. What do I think about those Antonio Brown highlights? Enough from the clown. That's what I think about it. Okay, somebody call me Amish? I don't know what the deal is. Back to the game. Derek Vehicle takes the snap. Looking towards his left. He would connect with what appears to be a double J. No Jeff Jarrett. Josh Jacobs picks up a first down for the Oakland Raiders. They are moving the chains. Josh Jacobs, they're taking a look at his bio. He attended McLean High School in Tulsa, Oklahoma, home of Black Wall Street. Then he went on to where? The University of Alabama. From 2016 to 2018, drafted 24 overall in the 2019, draft, and he's averaging 93 yards on the ground every single game. That's 5th in the NFL. He's playing sensational football, man. 31 yards on the ground thus far this game, 30 through the air. Hand off to him once again. They call his number. He'd pick up 2 yards. He's tackled on the Raiders insignia, but once again, there's laundry on the field. Yet another flag. Let me tell you something. Both these teams are playing extremely sloppy when it comes to penalties. This will kick them in their rectal sphincter. You don't want to have that happen. Play clean football, man. Play clean football. On the defense, on the Chargers, automatic first down. There's Mike Mayock, general manager. Let me tell you something about Mike Mayock, all right? This man's a cheat code. He is a cheat code. When he got the hire from John Gruden to go and be the GM over there, I had no problem with the hire. Nepotism is real in sports. I understand there are a ton of people, candidates, who should have had jobs. Hell, Louis Riddick should be employed somewhere right now, but he's not. But damn it, nepotism is a thing. Now, why you think Rob Ryan and Rex Ryan, why you think Rob Ryan had a job when Rex Ryan went to Buffalo? Rob Ryan had no business being on a football field after that terrible job that he did as a New Orleans defensive coordinator from, I believe it was 2013 to 2015, whatever the deal was. He had no business being on a football field nowhere. Melvin Ingram got a sack activating his dreadlock powers. Open up your Bibles to Chronicles 7 verses 22. Dreadlocks. That's exactly what happened on this play. Got a sack. I believe that's a loss of 5, maybe 6. This guy's balling. He's doing his thing. Remember, at the tail end of the first half, he walked off the field. It appeared to be a scary injury, but he's perfectly fine. He's out there. Maybe the adrenaline is working. They hit him with something in the back when he went in for halftime, but he's out here. He's balling. 2nd and 15 from the 48-yard line. Derek Vehicle takes the snap, looking down the middle. He'd connect with Hunter Renfrow. They'd pick up 4, maybe 5 yards, set up 3rd and long. They're back at the 48 on the opposite side. All right, but as I was talking about before, I have lost my train of thought. We're moving on to something else. Let's look in the chat room. Let's see what people got to say. All right. They needed a veteran corner in Tampa. Yes, indeed. I do believe the cornerbacks, the secondary for Tampa, definitely do need that help. That could have been Brett Grimes, but his wife kept running her mouth, ultimately costing this man his career. I don't even think he's employed somewhere. If he is, then I haven't heard anything from him. Derek Vehicle takes the snap once again. He looks to connect with, I believe that's Waller, but he's got butterfingers. What happened to his hands? Couldn't hold on to it. The Raiders are going to be forced to punt. Lamar Jackson has the flu. That is unfortunate. Is Drew Brees' Jesus going to have a huge game on Sunday? I certainly believe so. And I said in my post-game, or I should say pre-game analysis show that I released earlier today, check that out after the game tonight. I apologize to Saints fans. I believe 3 consecutive weeks, if not 4 consecutive weeks, I've chosen them to lose because I did not believe Teddy Bridgewater would stay as hot as he did. I didn't think that he would be incapable. Fair catch by Desmond King at the 17-yard line. No, at the 16. Whatever the case is, the Chargers are going to take over after this television timeout. But I did not believe Teddy Bridgewater could keep that same hot streak that he had moving forward. He proved me wrong and stayed perfect. And then he's walking like he did at his high school to a brand new contract next summer. Sensational job. And now that Drew Brees' Jesus is back, I thought he was going to be a little bit rusty last week against Arizona. That was not the case. I think this game, they're going to ball, man. I got the Saints winning big. The Saints winning big over the Falcons. All right. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're tuning in now and you have yet to check out the Hot Mic app, do me a favor. You see the link that's right there. You tune in right there. Click that link. As I see, the camera actually went out of focus, but it's back in focus now. But click that link. Use the promo code Adonis. Download the app. Watch it live on the Hot Mic app. Back to the game. Phillip Rivers, sensational pass down the field, connecting with Mike Williams. Big time game. Dreadlock powers are activated. Here come the Chargers. Can you hear Arnold Schwarzenegger? He's talking on the West Coast. And now go Chargers, go. They're picking up the first down. Beautiful pass from Phillip Rivers. You kidding me? Breadbasket. Threw it right to Mike Williams. Here we go. First down from the 38-yard line. Handoff to Melvin Gordon. He does not. Oh, wow. What a run. Look at the vision. Broken tackles. Telling a bunch of Raiders to get your fingernails off of me. What a run. I thought he'd be stopped in the backfield. Evidently not. He shows why he is elite. All right. This man would make a beautiful cut inside. He stepped on a stack of dimes. He turned them into nickels. He'd run it into the red zone. He's tackled inside the 15. And once again, where are the Chargers going? Well, those Los Angeles Crips are now in the Sioux zone. Anti-condom, no pull-out poppy. Phillip Rivers takes the snap. Play action fake. He'd connect with Keenan Allen. He's down at the 11. The Chargers are in business. Will this 50-yard miss from Daniel Carlson come back to haunt those Raiders? Keep this in your mind. Settling for field goals rather than touchdowns. This can be an issue for those Gruden grinders. But once again, in the red zone, what will happen? Will we see them run the football? Here, I probably would. Take a look at the defense. They're extremely stacked. If Hunter Henry's on the field, he can get behind those defensive backs. Handoff, Melvin Gordon stopped immediately. What a tackle by the Raiders for a loss. I think they probably lost 4 there, if not 5. If I was Phillip Rivers right there, I'm pulling an audible. I'm keeping that damn ball myself. But of course, he couldn't see what was in front of him. Look at the technique. Look at the technique. Snuck right through that A-gap. Right through that A-gap. That is beautiful defense. Somebody was doing that. They were watching film. They were studying. Either that or that instinct was on 5, man. And that's 5 out of 5. It's a 5-star view on how he got that tackle over there. 3rd and 6, most likely going to pass here. You got Austin Eckler in the game. All right. Anti-condom, no pull-out poppy. And Phillip Rivers probably not getting the ball off in time. There'd be a delay of game, but he's hit. He's hit. There might be a roughing the passer. Oh, no, they didn't throw the flag. Phillip Rivers is hot. They did not snap the ball on time. He's clapping his hands. He's pounding his feet. He's a man who wears bolo ties. You see his body's wiggling. He's convulsing, trying to get the snap, but he did not get it. He is hot right now. More importantly, this has been an issue throughout the game. There's 3 different occasions in which you saw Phillip Rivers try to get the snap, and it hasn't came out on time. He's only gotten 1 delay a game to my estimation this particular game, but there's constant clapping and feet. He looked like he's doing the hold down, throw down, the old Miley Cyrus on Hannah Montana dance. 3rd and 11 from the 16. Empty formation for anti-condom, no pull-out poppy Phillip Rivers. He sends Austin Eckler in motion. He's now in trips formation shotgun. He takes the snap. He's got decent protection. Quick pass over the middle, caught by Keenan Allen. He's tackled at the 10. They have to settle for a Bagsley, money bags field goal from the 10. Let's do a little bit of math. You got to go 7 yards back. Matter of fact, no. We tried that before. We were wrong. Let's go back 8. 8, 10, that's 18. Add that to 10. 28-yard field goal coming up. Either 28 or 27. I'm rolling with 28. You guys let me know in the comment section. You think it's 28? You think it's 27? Let me know. Let's see. 4th and 5. Here comes Daniel. Pardon me. Here comes Michael Bagley onto the field. Lining up for his field goal. It's a 27-yard attempt. Your dog, too, now know our football, all right? Kicks the ball through the uprights to cut the deficit down to 3. 20-17 lead for the Oakland Raiders. All right. SSG Infinite Sonic says, Sonic the Hedgehog says he was watching a video about the Titanic today, reminded him the hype surrounding the Cleveland Browns and the shipwreck that they are now. Just look at the casualties. You are absolutely correct. Before I get into the Browns, take a look at the quarterback comparison. Phillip Rivers, 12 for 19, 154 yards. But Derek Vehicle, he's doing well himself. The statistics have since left. I don't got TiVo. I can't go back. All right, is that what TiVo's for? I think TiVo's just to record the whole game. I think that's what TiVo is for. I think live recording just brings it back. Who am I looking at? I'm looking at myself. There's no mirrors around me. If I was in mirrors, I'd be looking at my reflection, but that's not what's happening right now. All right? Rivers is hot. Yes, indeed he is. But let's take a look at that drive, all right? 6 plays, 74 yards, 3 minutes and a half. The beautiful catch from Mike Williams set that one up. And ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button if you have not. All right, I see our dislikes have gone down. We had 3 dislikes. We are down to 2. I have converted somebody over to the likings of the Chiseled Adonis. I see it probably going up at this point now that I pointed it out. But we got 411 likes. That is sensational. 332 in the room. But, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the stream, do me a favor. If you have an Apple product, if you have an iPhone, do me a favor. Click this link that I have just put in the chat and download the Hot Mic app. You're getting the exact same stream. The only difference is there's no delay. When you watch this on YouTube, you're back by about 27 seconds. What you don't want to do is have a delayed sort of reaction to something. So if you want to get the stuff in real time, go over to the Hot Mic, watch it over there. You can have it playing and mute your TV so you can hear me as your commentator and watch it from over there. It's the exact same thing. Click that link if you got an Apple product. Do me a favor if you can. Your boy Yusef says, Adonis, if you can see this, read this. Go Detroit. Well, go Detroit. 2nd and 6 for the Raiders. I believe there's the end of the 3rd quarter. Put your 4s up. If you played high school football, you played college, hell, if you played in the professionals, they tell you put your 4s up. We're entering the 4th quarter. Shout out to Zion Blade for putting on 5 on it. I truly appreciate you. Killer Camo, I appreciate you for putting on 2 on it. Do I have a favorite college basketball team? I would have to say it is the Tar Heels. I don't know what the deal was. One of my old neighbors, and shout out to Sam, my old neighbor. He runs a podcast on real estate, the Black Real Estate Dialogue. If you're into real estate, you're into trying to own homes, you're into trying to flip money and pick up homes and stuff, just go over, subscribe to the Black Real Estate Dialogue Bread. This man got a podcast going. It's Upstart. He's up to episode 4. He was a Tar Heels fan. He still is a Tar Heels fan. And for some apparent reason, I gravitated towards it simply because of him. So for Sam, if you're watching this, shout out to you. That is why I'm a Tar Heels fan. All right, UNC in the building. Thank you for letting me know. Phillip Rivers, 12 for 19, 154, 1 TD, those 2 interceptions. In actuality, he's thrown 4 INTs on the day. However, 2 of them got called back. The very first one was ricocheted. However, there was defensive holding, so there's a reason as to why that got called back, but he got intercepted later on that exact same drive. So that's redemption. That was a wash. He threw a pick 6 as well, and then later on in the game, he threw a pick into the end zone by the same guy. Eric Harris had 3 interceptions, but 1 was wiped away yet again. Why? Due to the fact that there was an offsides penalty that was called. Little Bray Bray asked, do I hate the Cowboys? No, I do not. I simply like making fun of them, as I make fun of everybody. But since the Cowboys fans is so vast, and they have one of the larger fan bases in the world, the Cowboy SpongeBob wasn't even intended for them. If you go back to this, the commentary from 2 years ago, and you take a look at when it first got debuted, I was doing commentary on the Bills, and Nate Peterman was throwing all of those interceptions. And that's the very first time I used a SpongeBob meme. It wasn't even intended for the Cowboys. It just happened to play out like that. I found a meme with the Cowboys. I said, you know what? I'm rolling with it, and here we are. Let's see. How invaluable has Minkah Fitzpatrick been for the Steelers? I should say how valuable he's been. He's been absolutely sensational. Absolutely sensational. He's playing great football. Oh, we got some ball control statistics on the screen. 47 plays, 249 yards, 25 minutes time of possession for the Chargers, 38 plays, 198 yards for the Raiders, all right? But here we go, fourth quarter. It all comes down to this. Here we go, 2nd and 6. Derek Vehicle takes the snap from the 34-yard line. Over the middle, pass broken up by Davis. That was a telegraphed pass. He stared down Waller the whole time. Derek Carr, you know better than that. You played like your brother David Carr. You don't want to do that on that drive. You don't want to do that on your drive. You're staring straight at your defender. That's not what you want to do. Joseph had put 5 on it. He said, who is another team besides the Steelers that you like? Back when I was younger and I liked multiple teams, well, not really multiple teams, it was just 2. I had a team for the AFC and the NFC. The NFC was the Carolina Panthers. But as I got older, there's only one team that you cheer for, so it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. Derek Vehicle takes the snap, looking towards his left. He's got his man. First down for the Oakland Raiders. They advance the ball to the 46 to Tyrell Williams. Sensational job. I believe Tyrell Williams, this is him playing against his old team with the Chargers. Great route. He faked in, so because Davis gave him inside, he took away his inside. So what Tyrell Williams did was fake inside just to go back out. Sensational route. If you're a receiver, you should have wrote that down in your book. If somebody takes away your inside leverage, fake inside to make them open up those hips, then cut back outside. You'll be wide open every single time. 1st and 10 from the 46. Derek Vehicle hand off to Double J. No Jeff Jarrett. Josh Jacobs carries it to the 50-yard line. And here we go. The Raiders are in business. They got to extend their lead here. They're going to want to extend their lead here. All right. Here we go. There's a couple of Ravens fans in the chat. Shout out to you Ravens fans. Sensational job for you guys. All right. Here we go. 2nd and 6 from the 50-yard line from midfield. Handoff once again to Double J. No Jeff Jarrett. It appears that he's dropped the old STO, a little bit of a rock bottom. He's tackled for what appears to be a 1-yard gain. It's going to be at the 49, 3rd and 5. This drive is pivotal for the Oakland Raiders. If I'm them here, most likely what I want to do is utilize those Chargers safeties. I'm not going to go deep down the field, but I would use one of those cross sort of situations. I would have my outside receiver run a post, my inside receiver run that corner. If I have enough time, I force that safety to make a decision. More importantly, look at where they're dropping. You can get a hook and curl. They ran all hooks and curls. It was not open. Or more importantly, not only was it not open, Derek Carr did not get the time. He did have an opportunity, a small window, but he was sacked. He did not get the blocking. I hope they show this replay here. Take a look at the coverage. Look at the middle of the field. There's a little bit of a stunt and a twist from the, there it is right. If you take a look, right on the hash marks, he had an opportunity. The curl was there. However, the time was not, and he was sacked and forced for a loss. Here comes the Raiders. They're going to have to punt this ball right back to Desmond King, the dangerous Desmond King, that is, because he could take one back, but there's a flag on the play. False start on the offense. Listen, penalties are going to be the name of this game. Penalties is the name of this game. I've seen so many flags, you'd have thought I was walking through a gang neighborhood. It's ridiculous. Hey Adonis, have you watched Pittsburgh Dad? Absolutely, I have seen Pittsburgh Dad. And I watch his video. It pops up in the recommended, and because they're so short, I actually can mess around and binge it. Guy's actually funny. I like his skits. It's pretty nice. I loved when he brought on that Bengals lady. It was hilarious. Punt is fielded at the 12 from Desmond King. He's making a ton of Raiders miss, but he'd be tackled at the 15. Thank God he protected that football. The Chargers going to take over at the 15. They've got a long ways to go, but this is one of those make or break drives for them. If they fail here, they need a stop, but if they get a score, they got all the momentum. That sounds a little bit like John Madden back in the day. Back in the day, when he used to call it with Al Michaels on Sunday Night Football. They're either gonna run it here or they're gonna pass. Well, thank you, John. I appreciate that information. Why, I had no clue it was one of those two options. But, ladies and gentlemen, if you are tuned in on YouTube and you're a new viewer, listen, do me a favor. If you have an Apple iPhone, you have an Apple product, download the Hot Mic app. All right, I'm putting the link in the description right now. It's in the chat multiple times. I am spamming you as we speak in the chat. What you're going to do is click that link and use the promo code Adonis when you download that app and watch this stream on the Hot Mic app. That way, you're hearing my commentary live with the stream rather than having a delay like you got on YouTube. All right, Smitty 753 sends me a donation of $2 and asks me, hey, how did you become a Pittsburgh Steelers fan? I'll make this quick for you. The year was 2000. I was 6 years old. I was returning from church. If you didn't know, I'm a native New Yorker. So the television, what was on? It was week 4, the undefeated New York Jets taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. I was unaware of teams. All I knew is I had an N64 and I played NFL quarterback 2001, a red cartridge with Brett Favre on the cover. What transpired? I turned on my television. It was about the second quarter. I saw a gargantuan man carrying the football, running a man over and going into an end zone for about 12-yard touchdown. That man happened to be Jerome Bettis. That really intrigued me, and I loved the bumblebee kind of color of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I said, this is interesting. I could watch this. So I started to watch whatever games I can of Pittsburgh whenever it was a locally televised game at 6 years old. And more importantly, I started playing with the Pittsburgh Steelers on my N64. And originally, at the time, my favorite team was the Packers, not because I liked them or I watched their games. It was solely because Brett Favre was on the cover, and I thought that was the team I was supposed to like because he was the cover athlete. Played with the Pittsburgh Steelers, a franchise mode in the N64. I went undefeated and won. And from that point, I said, yo, if I'm winning with the Steelers, I'm a Steelers fan. And who knows? Well, I shouldn't say who knows. What do you know? The following season, 2001, Pittsburgh goes to the AFC Championship, but they run into, Drew Bledsoe and Troy Brown with the multiple special teams touchdowns. I was 7 years old, losing my mind. That's how I knew at that moment I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. So I'd say week 4 of the 2000 season, that's how I became a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. And playing NFL quarterback, I'm actually looking at the cartridge right now. Yes, I still own my N64 and it still operates and I play it. That's how I became a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. But following drive for the Los Angeles Chargers at the 20, Philip Rivers takes the snap. No, he's in motion. Now he takes the snap. Play action fake. He didn't really fake it. He does not get rid of the football. He is sacked at the 16. Sensational job. I believe that's Farrell once again. Good job from the Raiders. Somebody asked me, okay, one person said if I would ever collaborate, do I watch Urinating Tree? I don't catch his videos as often, but I do know of him. I actually was on a podcast last week with him with a Urinating Tree and also 5 Point Vids. When they do Dumpster Fire, if I have time on Tuesdays, I'm going to try to pop in as often as I can. I know they go live on Thursdays too, but I'm going to try my best to pop in there as well. As for a collaboration, who knows what the future will hold. Somebody else, Ultra Instinct said, watch Hunter x Hunter as my next anime. My friend has been telling me to watch Hunter x Hunter for years. And I have it literally bookmarked. I have the entire show bookmarked. I've never gotten around to watching it. It's not a disrespect to the show. I just never got around to watching it. Screen to Austin Elker. He picked up enough yards to come within 2 yards of the first down. However, yet another flag on the play. Philip Rivers is not having a good time. I believe there's going to be an offensive holding. It may be coming back. All right. 11:15 left to play. Raiders winning 20-17. There is offsides on the defense. It appears to bring, I'm not sure if they're going to decline. No, they're going to accept the penalty. It remains second down. Offsides. It appears Anthony Lynn would rather take the yards. That would set up 2nd and 8 for the Chargers. Pardon me. Let's see. Daniel Carlson. I'm also looking at the live tweeting on Twitter. Feel free to reach out to me if you'd like. All right. Any word on the Miami Dolphins get a W this Sunday? They will not, Pat Flores. I'm sorry, they will not get that W. Ant G messages me on Twitter and asks, is 49ers versus Seattle Seahawks? I chose the Seattle Seahawks to win. Why? I'll let you know in my pregame analysis. I posted that at 10 p.m. Watch it after the game. All right. Tonight, under pressure, Phillip Rivers, he's 1 for 5 for 45 yards. The only pass was that one to Mike Williams. He's had 2 INTs and 5 sacks. If you bring the pressure, Phillip Rivers ain't playing good tonight. So if I'm Oakland, I take that into consideration. That doesn't mean you engage 8, you start blitzing, wildly, but do it smart. Phillip Rivers in trips formation. He's got 3 to his right. He's in shotgun. Melvin Gordon to his left. Takes the snap. Looking over the middle. He'd connect with Keenan Allen. He holds on to the football. They're moving the chains. First down for the Los Angeles Chargers. Can you hear Arnold Schwarzenegger? Say it with me now. And now go Chargers. Go. First down for Los Angeles. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're just now tuning in, I see we got 469 likes. Do me a favor, download the Hot Mic app, utilize the promo code Adonis, watch the video stream over there. Hand off to Melvin Gordon, loss of 1. Tackle made by Crosby. This man is balling tonight. He is doing a sensational job. All right, second down and 11, most likely, for the Los Angeles Chargers. 9:35 left to play. Javon Bowman, he says he finds it interesting the Raiders used Jacobs as a power back when he was a receiving back in college. I actually find that interesting. There's probably going to be a pass interference on the Oakland Raiders here. Yeah, flags galore. Pass interference on the Oakland Raiders. Automatic first down for the Chargers. Patton definitely got held, ultimately resulting with him falling down. As for what Javon Bowman had to say regarding what's transpiring with Josh Jacobs, I find that interesting as well. The other starter for Alabama, I'm forgetting his name, but he was the main back and he got all those carries. And Josh Jacobs appeared to just be like that scat back. He had the ability to run through the tackles, but Alabama didn't really utilize him like that often like that. They utilized I'm forgetting his name. It'll come to me. Somebody will let me know. But ultimately, he's doing a great job. So, Javon, I will tell you, I find that interesting as well. Let me know in the comment section who was the other running back for the Alabama Crimson Tide last year. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I cannot for the life of me remember this man's name. All right. Let's see. Kylie Palmer says the app is amazing. I'm happy you are enjoying the Hot Mic app. Okay. Tommy Griffin Jr. says, will I go live for the Steelers game on Sunday? I would love to. However, I have commentary that I have to record, so unfortunately I will not be able to. But the Steelers' next primetime game, I think I'll be able to go live. Hopefully I'll be able to get everything done. Adonis, are you going to watch KSI versus Logan Paul on Saturday? I didn't even know it was on Saturday. Phillip Rivers takes the snap, looking towards his left. He's got Keenan Allen for a huge gain, tackled inside the 25, but there's laundry on the field yet again. Yes, the running back's name was Damian Harris. He's in the NFL right now. I believe he's on the Patriots. If I'm correct or not, I'm not sure where he's at. But there's a holding on the Los Angeles Chargers. Where is Damian Harris? I'm feeling Patriots, but I could be wrong. Damian Harris is at I already know somebody gonna correct me in the comment section before I can even mention it. He is a running back for the Patriots. Yes, indeed he is. But there's a hold for there was a hold on the Chargers. Is that Russell Okung? I don't think that's Russell Okung. I think it's on Scott. Was it on Scott? Who knows? But 2nd and 15 on what should have been a big time game. Look at the penalties. 8 penalties for the Chargers for a ton of yards. 10 penalties for the Raiders. Oh my Lord. Sloppiness. Absolute sloppiness. Phillip Rivers takes the snap. He's got some protection. Looking over the middle. Finds Keenan Allen again. Well, I'll be damned. finds Keenan Allen again. It does not matter. They could not guard Slay. He says he needs one. He needs one play to get some get a breather. Sensational bump from the cornerback. Nearly knocked Keenan Allen onto the ground, but discount J. Cole's doing his job, man. Picked up a first down for the Los Angeles Chargers. They have they're driving now. They are at the 36-yard line. Play action fake. Phillip Rivers over the middle, tried to connect with Hunter Henry. Here comes the flags, and that's on Eric Harris. Here we go. Here we go. The Raiders find a way to raider them their way out of a lead. More importantly, Hunter Henry did not even see the ball coming. His hands did not go up. Rarely even asks, have I watched Breaking Bad? I actually have never seen an episode. Little DJ Drain says Phillip is doo-doo. Don't disrespect him like that. That man's a Hall of Famer. I'd put Phillip Rivers in the Hall of Fame before I'd put Eli Manning. And I stand by that statement. Phillip Rivers has been a consistent quarterback throughout the years. Although he hasn't won, he's always been good. Eli Manning has only had 4 seasons and 2 miraculous playoff series, going and winning Super Bowls. But let's just be honest. That first playoff run, Eli Manning ain't really do too much. That defensive line is what gave them that Super Bowl victory. You can't discount the beautiful catch from Tyree, and Plaxico Burress was wide open by a mile. So I'm not going to give Eli no credit for that very first Super Bowl. He did his job, but he's not the reason as to why they won. The second one, all credit to him. He played a sensational job. Phillip Rivers takes the snap on 2nd and 7 over the middle, connects with Michael Williams. Mike Williams. He's tackled at the 18-yard line. Yet another first down for the Chargers. Let's see. Allen is indeed the truth. Absolutely. Lee Schroeder says that he's a white Warren Moon. I would agree. Warren Moon was an absolute masterclass on the football field. And let's just keep in mind, had he not played in the Canadian Football League and he came straight to the NFL, who knows how good Warren Moon would have been. He won 5 consecutive championships in, I believe they called it the Grey Cup. Warren Moon was a monster on the football field. Handoff to Melvin Gordon, cuts back towards his left, picks up 7 yards, tackled at the 8-yard line, and here we are again. Same old game. This situation, I say this is 4-down territory. I understand you have an opportunity to tie up the game. Matter of fact, no. I take that back. This is not 4-down territory. You have a field goal that can tie the game, so I take it if you have to get it. Melvin Gordon, 104 on the ground. What'd I tell you? Told you he's going to get over 100 grounds on the day. 2nd and 4. I'd run a draw here, and indeed they do. Melvin Gordon, first down to the 5-yard line. And here we go. Remember the very first drive in which the Chargers scored their touchdown to Hunter Henry. What happened? 3 consecutive pass plays. When they ran the touchdown with Melvin Gordon, they ran it straight in. There was helmet-to-helmet contact here as well. Probably should have been flagged. I understand why the referees ain't throw it, because they probably didn't see it. 1st and goal from the 5. If I'm the Chargers, 3 consecutive downs here, what I'm doing is I'm running. Well, no, pardon me. I'm passing on 1st down. I'm running on 2nd and 3rd. Austin Elker's in the game here. I don't expect them to run. However, given this formation, I think they'll probably run a counter towards the left. They're going towards the right. Yeah, there was a handoff. They sent them in motion. I wouldn't have ran it with Elker in there. I'm sorry. I feel better with Melvin Gordon running the ball inside the red zone. Anthony Lynn calls his number. They're putting Melvin Gordon in. What I would do on 2nd and goal right here, I'm running that play action. I'm bringing in 2 tight ends. I'm running a play action towards the left-hand side with Melvin Gordon. No, pardon me. There was on the right-hand side. I'm running a play action towards the right-hand side. I'm bringing Hunter Henry on a drag going towards the left. But that's not the case. They're in empty. They've got quads on the left-hand side, isolated one-on-one Hunter Henry on the left. Pardon me, Hunter Henry on the right. It looks like it could be a fade. Phillip Rivers drops back over the middle, connects with his man, goes into the end zone, touchdown, Chargers. But again, laundry on the field. This could be offensive pass interference. It's either a hold or it's offensive pass interference. No, it's on the defense. It's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. What happened? What was the flag for? Defensive holding. No, illegal contact. That's what it was. Murrow hit. He hit Keenan Allen and dropped him on the floor. He tried to give him the old Dick Night Train Lane, the necktie. He gave him the necktie. Football historians, you know what I'm talking about. I know my football. Touchdown Chargers. They take the lead. Can you hear it from Cali? Did you go see Terminator this past weekend? Huh? Because I can hear Arnold Schwarzenegger saying it. Say it with me now. 3, 2, 1, and now go Chargers. Go. Touchdown. They take the lead 23-20, and Michael Bagley, Money Bags, gives them a 24-20 lead. The Raiders have all the pressure. Wow. Is that Phillip Rivers taunting? Phillip Rivers is definitely taunting the Raiders. This is just how he plays. Bolo Ty Poppy really out there doing what he does. But hey, he's doing his job. The Chargers take the lead. The Raiders are going to regret having to settle for those 2 field goals, man. Don't regret for having to settle for those 2 field goals. But for the thus far, I've liked what I saw. I told you it's a back and forth game. It's a back and forth game. But penalties is what's costing the Raiders right now, man. Penalties is costing the Raiders big time. Both these teams are shooting themselves in the foot, but the Raiders' penalties apparently is resulting in points and taking turnovers off the board. 2 INTs negated. Why? Because of offsides penalties and holding. You go down the field because of illegal hands, pass interference, personal fouls. You're shooting yourself in the foot. You're shooting yourself in the foot. John Gruden's doing a hell of a job offensively, but they're shooting themselves in the foot. Tommy Griffin Jr. says, will the Steelers win on Sunday? That is solely dependent on if James Conner and Ramon Foster play. If Ramon Foster does not play, it's looking like it might be a tough game for the Steelers because Aaron Donald needs to be blocked by everybody. Will the Ravens play the Pats in the AFC National Conference? You just mean the AFC Championship. I don't think so. Because I know the Patriots will probably be there, but it depends on how things play out for Baltimore. If Baltimore's the wild card, and they go on the road and say if they're the 6th seed, if they drop and somehow don't win the division, or they're the 4th seed, if they play the Patriots in the divisional round, they beat the Patriots. Brink Anarchy Empire says I should be a head coach or offensive coordinator. I think I can call an offense better than I can call a defense, but I don't think I'd be able to be a head coach. It takes some time because I don't have patience. Coaching professionals, I think it'd be when I reach adversity, if I'm really struggling, I'm not sure if I'd be able to pull myself out of that hole. But I'd give it a shot. Why not? Mystics here ecstatic. Okay, let me know. Hey, guys, let me know if my audio is going good. Write in the comment section if the audio is good. If you're hearing static, because my heat might have just turned on. I think the heat in the house may have just turned on. Let me know if you're hearing static. Am I still clear? What's transpiring with the audio? Let me know. The game is back. 4 minutes left to play. I actually thought it was 5. 4 minutes left to play for the Raiders in Oakland. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, if you just now tuned in or you're at the last lap of the game, you might want to go and download this app called Hot Mic. All right, I'm also simulcasting over there. Download the app and utilize the promo code Adonis and watch the game over there. Is that a fumble on the play? Oh no, the Chargers think they have the ball. I'm not sure if they do. Look at the game summary, all right? There's a pick 6, back-to-back picks from Phillip Rivers, only to find Hunter Henry. Melvin Gordon runs into the end zone. Derek Vehicle finds his man. They score a touchdown. Then Phillip Rivers finds Austin Elka and gives them the lead. 1st and 10 for the Raiders from the 25. Play action fake from Derek Carr. Looking towards his left, overthrows Josh Jacobs. Thomas Davis nearly took this man's neck off. All right, I'm hearing there's good audio. I'm also seeing they got some static. All right. Storm Curry says, am I getting snow anytime soon? I saw on the news they said there should be snow within the next 3 weeks. Here in Brooklyn, New York. 2nd and 10. Derek Vehicle takes the snap over the middle. He's got his man. Magnificent catch from who I believe that was Richard. First down for the Raiders, right at the marker. Derek Carr has 18 career game-winning drives of fourth quarter and overtime. All right, this is something to keep in mind. He's come back from tough deficits once before. This is John Gruden. He's gritty. He's going to go for it. Derek Carr is 17 for 26, 175 yards and a TD. All right, he's played good thus far. It's nothing to knock your socks off, but he's played good. There's got an empty backfield. You got 2 tight ends split to the left. Pardon me, 3 tight ends split to the left, 2 receivers out. Derek Carr's going to take off himself. He's going to slide. He's down at the 40. I think they're going to mark him at the 39. Maybe a 4-yard gain. 3-yard gain. They're going to mark him down at the 39. Well, 39 and a half. 39 and 6/8. Let's go with that. But a 2nd and 7 situation for the Raiders. To his right is Richard. They're in a even sort of set. Snap. There's no play action. He throws it over the middle. Caught by Hunter Renfrow. He's down at the 50. Thomas Davis makes the tackle. Initially, I thought Renfrow would fumble on this play. Time is elapsing. We're going down to the 2-minute warning. There's 2:24 left to play. If I'm the Raiders, I'd have some form of a sense of urgency. They're starting to pick it up right now. 2:13 on the clock. Derek Carr takes the snap. Looking over the middle, looking for the option route. He finds Richard. He cuts, but he steps out of bounds. He had an opportunity to really make something happen. He stepped out of bounds, but good thing that he did, because there's 2:05 on the clock. The Raiders and Chargers both they retain their 3 timeouts, 1:10 on the clock. We're cooking up a spicy finish. We're cooking up a spicy finish. Giants or Jets this week. I'm rolling with the Giants to win this game. Sam Darnold lost his team. He's lost his confidence. Adam Gase may have lost his team too. Here we go from the 40. Hand off to Richard. He cannot get anywhere. Is it Richard? Is it Richard? Is it Richard? I think it's Richard. Is it Richard? I can't get a whiff of this man's last name. I said a whiff like I'm sniffing him. 2-minute warning. 24-20 in favor of the Los Angeles Chargers. All right. How do you guys envision this game ending? All right, because here's the problem. The Raiders aren't nearly as close as they have to be. And because they're going to probably have a propensity to stay in bounds, they're going to find themselves in a situation in which they have to expend timeouts a little bit early. So I think it's going to come down to a heave towards the end zone from around the 23-yard line, between the 17 and the 23. I do not envision the Raiders getting inside the 10 from where I'm feeling with the flow of the game right now. I think the Chargers are going to walk away with the W. I think that obviously it's 4-down territory because you can't settle for a field goal here. So I think the Raiders, the furthest they get is to the 17-yard line. Between the 17 and the 23, they take 3-4 shots at the end zone, and that'll be the game. Derek Carr fumbling out of the end zone. That's hilarious, Brady Lucas. That would be funny. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're on the final act, all right? Final act. Act number 4, as they would do on Sunday Night Football for this particular game. Do me a favor, if you have an Apple product, even though it's for the remaining last 2 minutes, do me a favor, go over to the Hot Mic app. Download the app, even if it's for the future. Utilize the promo code Adonis and watch on the Hot Mic app. Watch it on the Hot Mic app. Just sync it. It's in live time. If you want direct to where there is no delay, because the last 2 minutes is going to be spicy. If you don't want any delay, watch it back on the Hot Mic app. Andrew Mundell asked, being a WWE fan, will you be watching the XFL? I think I'll be watching the XFL solely because it's additional football, not because it's WWE connected. I did watch the original XFL. I remember the guy named He Got Game, and I remember that first half being absolutely sensational. Me as a young guy watching this, I'm like, yo, this is awesome, and it's attached to the WWF. But now, I'm just hoping they don't turn out like the AAF. The AAF were great for the first 3 weeks, and then you saw why guys weren't in the pros. Guys started to get injured. Guys were playing. They didn't know their alignment, their assignment, their responsibility. The sloppy players took precedent over everybody else, and then ultimately the league folded at week 8. I hope the XFL can finish their season, man. I hope they do. And remember, that cam from above, that came from the XFL. That suicide cam, that came from the XFL. That's why the NFL got it from. I hope they give credit where credit is due. Derek Vehicle takes the snap, 2nd and 10, looking towards his right. He's got Hunter Renfrow. His security blanket is there. Tackled at the 27. But again, like I mentioned, what happened? They're inbounds. Time is moving. They still got 3 timeouts. I'm not saying use a timeout right here, but you got to have some sense of urgency. 1:40 left to play. The current drive, 7 plays, 48 yards, 2 minutes and 22 seconds. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Derek Vehicle got them in trips towards his left. Takes the snap. There is no play action fake. Looking solely towards his right, going towards the end zone. Overthrows Tyrell Williams. We've got 2nd down, 1:21 left to play. From where? The 27. Overthrew Tyrell Williams. He only looked towards his right. Pardon me. Looked towards his left, tried to look off the safety, then went towards his right. Tyrell Williams one-on-one with Casey Hayward. Great job. Great job by Hayward. He didn't really do too much with the lean drill to take it away, but hey, it is what it is. Incompletion. I'm pretty sure he's celebrating because D-backs always celebrate regardless of if they made a play or not. It's wild. 4 seconds on the play clock. Derek Vehicle takes the snap. We're in an even formation. No play action fake once again. Steps up, dumps the ball off to Richard. He'd be tackled at the 18-yard line. 3rd and 1. Here we go. Timeout from John Gruden. 1:06 left to play. We're in business. What I tell you, between the 17 and the 23, I don't think they're going to convert on 3rd down here, man. This is the game. 2 plays, this is the game. And I'll say this. The Raiders have 2 timeouts remaining. I'd run a draw here. If you're going to line up in shotgun, I'd run a draw here. Or I'd line up I formation and I'd run here. I'm running on this 3rd and 1. I got a timeout safety blanket. What you need to do coming out of this timeout is have 2 plays prepared. Have a play for if you convert, and then follow that up, or have a play if you fail, and then you go. If I'm them, I would run and then have a 4th down play, rather than pass and get an incompletion. I would run it here. Joey Bosa has been silent all day. He's only had 1 tackle to my estimation. It's high time he makes a play. They're lining up in I. They're in the I formation. The Chargers are pressuring hard on what appears to be, is that the C gap? Hand off towards the right, hand right through the middle. There goes Josh Jacobs, touchdown. There we go. What do you know? The Raiders take the lead. I didn't see them scoring here. They ran the ball. I said they should run on 3rd. It's a TD. Sensational job. However, there's still 1:02 on the clock. Great job. The Raiders take the lead. That's magnificent. What a run from Josh Jacobs. What a game that he's had. On paper, it didn't look like a sexy game for him, but he's been balling all day. Like I said, if you're a running back who runs and you pick up 70 yards or 80 yards, you don't need to be the running back who runs for 120 every single game. You don't need that. If you set up 3rd and manageable, you'll be surprised how valuable you'll be. Well, I'll be damned. Daniel Carlson missed the extra point. Oh my Lord, the writing is on the wall for a Chiseled Adonis highlight commentary video. You've got to be kidding me. Daniel Carlson missed the extra point. Oh boy. Oh boy. Wow. Wow. Daniel Carlson missed the extra point. Oh, I am giddy. Listen, for Raiders Nations out there, do me a favor. Start praying. Because if the Raiders find a way to lose by a Michael Bagley field goal, Daniel Carlson is going to get it. Even funny enough, the Chargers have kicking woes. All right, the Chargers have always had kicking woes. So who's to say they don't even line up for the game-winning field goal only to see themselves, mess around and miss? But oh my Lord in heaven, you've got to be kidding me. Oh boy. This is something. Marv Glover just mentioned me about Antonio Brown. Enough from the clown. I'll talk about this a little bit later. Let me send out a tweet and let the people know I said Daniel Carlson. Oh my Lord. Damian Harris. Guy making moves. Yes. Did you hear about the XFL hiring Pat McAfee as an all-field analyst? That's from Moody Booty from Twitter. I did hear about that. I heard about that this morning. I'm happy that he got hired. I'm interested to see how they're going to utilize him. Pat McAfee is a character, man. Have you ever been to any Steelers games in Heinz Field? From Lucas Cantwell. No, I have not. I was supposed to go to the playoff game against the Dolphins 2 years ago, but then my car broke down, so I decided not to buy the tickets. I plan on going to a game out there. I want to go to all the home games at one of these seasons. All right, here we go. Things are getting spicy. From the 25, 102 left to play. 1st and 10 for the Los Angeles Android Chargers. 5 seconds left to play on the play clock. Anti-condom, no pull-out poppy. Phillip Rivers takes the snap. Looking over the middle. Pass behind on Patton. Incomplete. We're going to get 2nd and 10 from the 25. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Derek Vehicle, well done, sir. I appreciate that, Colin. Derek Vehicle, there it is. I will. Oh my boy, verbally, Daniel Carlson gonna get it if by some reason that the Chargers win this game. Look at the Chargers, similar to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Five game losses, all was by 7 points or less. For the Steelers, that was the same fate. Only difference was, the Patriots lost. Patton found his way to get open again, but yet again, Phillip Rivers overthrows him. Remember, in the second quarter, Phillip Rivers had an inside pass to Patton and missed him. This was another opportunity. He missed him. On 2nd and 10. I'm not really liking this. You had Hunter Henry short. How did, Phillips bugging. Take what you can get. You don't got to always go for the home run hit. I think they're going to get a first down here, though. The safeties are split out wide. I'm running that corner and that post. They're stacked. There it is. Hit Patton over the middle. He did not. He went too high. Nearly intercepted for a 3rd time by Eric Harris. Poor play selection. Oh, it hit his hands. What happened to his hands? His elevator did not get to the top floor. He couldn't get up there. Should have been an interception. 4th and 10, game on the line. Phillip Rivers 17 for 27, 206, 2 TDs, 2 INTs. Phillip Rivers play call selection, Anthony Lynn's play call selection, all these different things coming down to the wire here. 4th and 10, Phillip Rivers has the protection, lowers it towards his left, the pass incomplete, it's broken up, but there's laundry on the field. The Raiders' faces signify it's on the defense. Yet again, the defense cost the Raiders an opportunity to get off the field. That's LaMarcus Joyner. Oh my Lord in heaven. Holding on the defense. Automatic first down. The Chargers have new life. What did I tell you? The Raiders will find a way to Raider themselves out of progress. Down the wire. Here we go. Laundry on the field. Look at Gruden. He's not having fun. Those guys are not grinders. I don't see nothing wrong with a little bumping, grinding. Well, they're not grinding. They bumping when they're not supposed to. 1st and 10 from the 30. It may not be that much progress when it comes to yards, but it's new life. Phillip Rivers going deep. Fall on the, oh my Lord, there might be flags. Oh, there's no flags. There is no flags. The man just tripped. Rivers is going for it all. I like that on first down. Taking a shot on first down, I like it. The man simply fell down. There should be no flag. I understand. I agree with that. I agree with that. Feet got tangled up. If I'm Phillip, I'm taking short. You've just gone deep. 3 of your past 5 passing plays, you've went deep. Because of that, that defense will be dropping back. Try something underneath. I say hit somebody by the hash marks and try to get out of bounds. Or utilize a timeout. You still got them. Hit somebody in bounds. You don't need the corner over here. Hit somebody by the hash marks. It should be open. There's some more laundry on the field. Phillip Rivers going deep, overthrowing Hunter Henry. I'm not understanding what the hell the Chargers are doing here. They're not really using their heads. You got timeouts. You could go short. Why do you keep trying to go deep? I think it's a holding call. Oh, but we've got an injury on the field. They're grabbing at their knee. Oh, boy. This is not good. This is not good. He's Michael Williams. Oh, is that LaMarcus Joyner who just... Ah, boy, yeah, he went down. It's non-contact. He is down. He is in agony. Oh, this isn't good. I hope he's all right. But there must have been a penalty on the Chargers. They said 5 yards. Is that a legal procedure? What happened? Illegal shift on the Chargers. Replay second down, but they lost 7 seconds. Non-contact injury. 30 seconds left to play. That appears to be LaMarcus Joyner. What happened on this illegal shift? Hunter Henry must not have been set. He must have not been set. Oh, boy. I hope this isn't an ACL situation. I like the way that LaMarcus Joyner played when he was in Los Angeles, coming over to the Raiders. He's a short guy. He doesn't have much size, but damn it, he's high on effort. He makes a couple of bonehead plays here and there. His decision-making really isn't that high up to par. His football IQ is nothing to really, gloss at. But damn it, that man plays hard. It's unfortunate he had to get off the field here. Hopefully that isn't something that becomes a liability for the Oakland Raiders. But we'll see what transpires. 3rd and 10, 30 seconds left to play for the Los Angeles Android Chargers. Michael Bagley's longest field goal ever made was 59 yards on December 9th. 2018, last year against the Cincinnati Bengals. Can they get put into the proper field goal position? Let me say this once again. The Chargers have taken a shot on 4 of their last 5 passing attempts. The Raiders will bail deep. Their safety is currently at 12. He's at 10 right now, and he's bailing. He's got cover thirds. I would hit somebody in betwixt the numbers right on the hash marks at the 40 and immediately call timeout and resume play with 23 seconds left to play. Phillip Rivers finds Hunter Henry. No, he does not. Pass incomplete. No flags. It's 4th and 10 once again. The play call selection is coming down to haunt them. This is looking like the North Turner Los Angeles Chargers. Pardon me. This is looking like the North Turner San Diego Chargers. Atrocious play calling. Absolutely atrocious play calling. They had ample opportunities. Multiple people were open on several different times. Phillip Rivers is not seeing them. He is not seeing them. He keeps trying to go for the home run hit. I don't know what they're telling him at the sideline or what they're whispering through the monitor, but he's got to get it together. 4th and 10, game on the line. Phillip Rivers going deep. He most likely overthrows his man. Pass intercepted by Joseph. Game is over. No flags on the field. The victory for the Oakland Raiders. Daniel Carlson survives a roast. And damn it, the Raiders are over 500. Sensational effort. Sensational effort. The Chargers fall down to 4 and 6. And for the 6th time this season, they lose by a differential of less than 7 points. And take a look at the field. Look what is wide open. The middle of the field. And where does he go? He goes deep. That is inexcusable. Oh, there was illegal hands to the face. There definitely was, but you're not going to get that call on 4th down. I'm sorry, Phillip. Whine all you want. You're not going to get that call. Overthrew his receiver. This is one of the problems that these quarterbacks have. This is one of the reasons why people lose games. You try to go for the home run hit far too often. You have 3 timeouts. You have 3 timeouts. Utilize the middle of the field intermediate. You are running the football effectively. Obviously, in this situation, you would not try to run the football. That is stupid. Use your common sense. But what happened? What happened? You tried to go at routes and play selections that did not work all game. Your big plays came off of short yardage catches that people turned into something. These are people who don't know their philosophy. The Chargers don't know what sort of team they want to be. They cost themselves this W. The Raiders did everything in their power to give this game away, and the Chargers found a way to lose. Hell of a victory for those Gruden grinders, man. Hell of a victory. Phillip Rivers is convulsing. This man's apoplectic. All right, he's having a conniption on the sideline. Look how upset he is. It's like when he finds out his wife bought condoms. He's not having a good time. That's not what he came here for. 5 sacks from the Raiders, 3 INTs, and a TD. Sensational performance from their defense. They couldn't stop the run to save their lives, but they played a great game against the pass. Discount J. Cole looking upset on the sideline. 2nd and 5, one first down puts this game away. Josh Jacobs picks it up, take the L out of Lover. It's over, brother. Take the dead Namekian to the funeral home because they put the nail in the coffin. Game done. Time has elapsed. The Oakland Raiders are over 500. Damn it, they're moving to 5-4. The Chargers dropping down to 4-6 in a battle in the NFC West. And damn it, I'm not saying that the Chiefs should be looking over their shoulder, but the Raiders are coming. Here come the Gruden grinders. And for the Chargers, they got to take out that Metro card and do what? Get aboard. Say it with me now. The L trade. But for the Gruden grinders, they're getting those W's, man. They're getting those W's. Go, go, Gruden grinders. Big time win. Over 500. Over 500. Sensational game. Derek Carr plays another good game. 6 consecutive games he's played well. That offensive line has done their job. Josh Jacobs looks very impressive. He's my pick for the offensive rookie of the year. They're playing good football. That defensive line for the Raiders took advantage of those faulty tackles for the Chargers. One of my friends is a Charger fan right now. I know for a fact he probably sent me a message. Hey, yo, man, this sucks. But sensational game for the Raiders. They picked up a W. Let me know in the comments. All right, let me know in the chat. What did you think of the game? Oh, I nearly forgot. Shout out to Sean Boyette. Said put 20 on it. Said go, go, Gruden grinders. Chargers can't grind like my Gruden grinders, baby. You doggone right. They can't. Commentary for this game. I'll have it up tomorrow at 5. I'm not sure if I'll be here for the premiere, but I will have it up at 5. Okay, the Chargers choked. I would agree. Rivers is a choke artist. You know what, Giant L? I would agree with that. Rivers' teams has let him down a ton of time, but Rivers has found ways to lose games. Coast Icy says DK Metcalf, Offensive Rookie of the Year. I can't necessarily go there because DK Metcalf had maybe about 3-4 good games. Josh Jacobs has had 5. Zach Bernier said you should watch the Panthers game on Sunday. If it's on my localized televised thing, maybe I should. I believe they are playing against the the Panthers are playing up against the Packers. Yeah, I have that game as necrophilia. I have the Packers winning that game. Christian McCaffrey's banged up. He missed practice today. Yesterday. I'm not sure if he missed practice today, but I have the Packers winning that game in Lambeau, bouncing back from a very tough loss that they had last week. The Chiefs are still winning the AFC West. I agree that they will. Patrick Mahomes will be coming back. Arnold is disappointed, and no Chargers. No, he's not feeling himself. Oh, Mr. GameCube 17. I have 2 GameCubes right in front of me. I turned the camera around, but we don't need to do that. My boy Foster on 87 Gruden grinders for the win. Hey, you know, is that really your boy? If so, show him my videos. I'd love to get my video inside the locker room. From what I remember, I had 3 NFL players who followed me. I can't remember the third. There was an old fullback for the Ravens. He ended up getting cut during our training camp, but he watched my videos. And Orleans Darkwood, the old running back for the Giants, he follows me on Instagram. He watched a couple of my videos too, but I don't think he ever commented or anything like that. But yeah, I know he watched a couple of my videos. My ultimate goal was just to get my video inside of the locker room. I can guarantee if I get my video in the locker room, that's it for me. John Gruden doing what he always does and greets the entire crowd. I love the energy for the Raiders. They're playing sensational football. I love this football team. I love this football team. Honestly, I said it before. The Raiders, if you be patient with John Gruden, they can be a perennial playoff team in 2 to 3 years. And they're making the right moves. I'm telling you, they're young. Give them time. When there was questions about Derek Carr, I felt disrespected for him because he can play. He could have been the NFL MVP the year that he ended up getting hurt. He could have been the MVP because he certainly was playing like it. This team can be dangerous in the future. They got a young core. All they need is that solid number one receiver. Hunter Renfrow is going to be killing defenses from the slot. Darren Waller is a sensational tight end thus far, and he's only going to get better. That offensive line is playing very well. They've geared up that defensive line. They just got to get that secondary and get some solid linebackers, and I'm telling you right now, better watch out for the Raiders. Everybody was joking about John Gruden getting that 10-year, $100 million deal. They played like utter trash last year. You guys keep living by week. You keep living by 1 year to the other. Be patient. There's a plan. There's a plan, ladies and gentlemen. It takes time. All right. Let's see. Raiders for the Super Bowl? Not this year. I'll tell you that much. All right. Patrick Mahomes got the Madden curse? No, he doesn't. He just got hurt. He dislocated his kneecap. Shit happens. Let's see. More NFL players should watch my videos. Well, it is what it is. Some will see it, some will not. I know I don't have the coverage and the support from the larger, platforms. I know Bleacher Report has seen my videos before. They didn't share it. Sports Nation, Hurdles, all those others, they've seen it before. But hey, it is what it is. I don't mind it. It's not something that bothers me at night. What matters to me is our interpersonal relationship between the actual viewer, the everyday person, and myself. I could care less if you could have Jay-Z, you can have Keith Urban, you can have Miley Cyrus, you can have Britney Spears. It doesn't matter what the person is. I treat everybody the exact same. Whether you have 0 followers, whether you have Justin Bieber, Kylie Jenner, number of followers, you watch my video, you are all the same, and I appreciate you all the same. Does not matter to me. I'm not one of those people that have a hierarchy of people with followers. That's ridiculous. Let's see. Besides my Chiefs, Raiders is a good team I'll always cheer for. I really do enjoy it. I'll tell you this much. I don't dislike any teams in the NFL. The only people that I really dislike is just Giants fans. But outside of that, and that was only because I'm a native New Yorker, and between the years of 2003 to 2011, they started out 6-2, 5-2, and then proceeded to fall off of a cliff and then try to sneak their way into the playoffs. And I had to hear Giants fans every single day talk about, yo, Eli Manning the GOAT, yo, the Giants going to the Super Bowl, yo, this, yo, that. So that was the only reason why I disliked the Giants. But overall, I don't dislike any NFL teams. I truly do love the game of football. I love football more than I love the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hence why when the Steelers lost in Super Bowl 45 to the Green Bay Packers, I wasn't even upset. I applauded because it was a hell of a game, and Pittsburgh fought back to come back, only came up short. It should have been pass interference on the call against Mike Wallace. It still bothers me till this day, but it is what it is. Sensational game. If a team wins, you got to congratulate them. What's the purpose of being salty? You're going to get high cholesterol. Do the Bucks win against the Cardinals? I do not think so. I think the Bucks are going to lose. You missed a donation. It was $4.99 from Richard Smiley. Let me take a look. Did I miss one? I missed the donation. Pardon me. Yes, I did. Bionic Soldiers. What happened? What did I say in the beginning of the stream? Raiders. Well, you are correct. Bionic Soldier, you are correct. And I'd like to thank. Where's this? Oh boy, did I just miss the name? I wanted to say thank you for pointing that out to me. Yeah, Richard Smiley, thank you for pointing that out to me so I could go back and see that. Desmond Edmonds said first hot mic commentary was fire. Big praise to the Chiseled Adonis. Thank you for tuning in. For the individuals who was on hot mic, because I don't have the app myself so I can't see, but let me go over to take a look at the list of the individuals who tuned in over there, and I just wanted to give a shout out to all you guys, because in total we had 53 viewers over there, 418 visitors on the very first night, and I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in over here. Now, if you don't follow me on Hot Mic, hit that follow button and follow me over there. Take a look at the AFC West standings, all right? The Raiders 1 game behind the Chiefs. The Chiefs at 6-3. The Raiders at 5-4. The Chargers at 4-6. The Broncos at, I believe it's 3-6 or 2-2. No. They won against the Browns. They should have put them at 3-6. But sensational game. But if you don't follow me on Hot Mic, follow me on Hot Mic, and I'll just shout out every single person who followed me over there. Going by account names. So if it sounds odd, that's just an account name. But going down the list, shout out to Brady, shout out to Anthony Barkley, shout out to Eddie. Shout out to Steven, Brandon, Mitty, Anthony Walker, DeAndre Glass, Sahir, Tamar, Don Quavius Oliver, Speed 717. I appreciate you. Tyler Scales. Good Lord, that is a name. Takakowski? Takakowski Thomas? I think that's how it's pronounced. If I pronounce it wrong, I truly apologize for that. I sincerely apologize. Sean Adams, Clayton Lococo. All right, Sir Uncle Dunk. I appreciate you. Malcolm, Dominique Luther, Marius Webb, Hayden Roberts, Tyler, Jeffrey, Brian, Gavin Salarino, Chase Harris, Kareem Rusu. I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. But Kareem, I appreciate you. Hunter Thomas, Michael Wilby, Irby Patterson, Luke Mitch, Iron Knuckle B, Chase Martin, Jay Hagen 54. Bobo is the boss. I appreciate you. Dustin, Allen, Wentz 11, Michael again, Suna, Chris, Vontae, your boy Phil 781, Vontae Belgrave, that is. Oh boy, people are roasting these guys in the comments with these names. Josue, Tijada, Yosef, Wendell, Kevin Burr, Ray Alvarez. All right, Ray Alves. Pardon me. Alves. Edgar Lopez, Platt Flores. All right, Apex, Chasen, Chad, Jasper, Chisholm, AK-47. There's a gun who watched me on Hot Mic. I appreciate you because you had hot lead that was shooting from your rifle. Okay, Nolan Nugent. I appreciate you. Ian Bash, Life Like Steak 17, King Steph, B. Jordan Suave, Carter Wright, Leo, Greg Mooney, Will, Mike, Jordan, Jamal, Carlos Romero, Osman Diaz, Kendrick Brissett. This is amazing. Javon Bowman, Mike Hammond, David Radler, Adrian, Ron Studd, Joshua Lorenzo, Lozano, pardon me, David, Xavier, Israel Russell, Quay, I think it's Quay, QUA, shout out to you, I think it's Quay, I think that's up and down. Kevin Chan, Jody Pwak, Edgar, Brian, Mark, Moy Master, Squire Simpson, Adrian, Jay Pola, Jeff Chandler, Jerry Bullock, Keon, Ray Alvarez again, Master Glenn, Platt Flores, Mike, Joan, Desmond. I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in on Hot Mic, and more importantly, for you guys, if you have an Apple product, all right, I just need you to hit that download button and download that app. Use the promo code Adonis. Obviously, this stream will be coming to a close in a little bit, but I truly do appreciate every single one of you guys for downloading the app, using the promo code, and watching along with me in live, in real time. And we're going to do this every single week. I'm going to try to get at least one game every single week moving forward so we can keep that rapport going. And hey, who knows, when the NBA comes around or college football, if I happen to be in the house, if I happen to be around, why not? Let's go live. I want to go live more often. I said I was supposed to go live more often, but you know, things with stand-up have came up. But yeah, man, this was awesome. This was absolutely awesome. In the chat room, everybody in the chat room, we maintained about 350 viewers here on YouTube. That's amazing. We kept the people in the house. We got up to 535 likes. We was originally sitting on 137 and we got it up this high. Somebody else added the dislike. We was at 3, we went down to 2, now we back up to 3. That's sensational. Hey, if you dislike it, I appreciate you. Thank you for participating in the stream. All right, everybody who followed me on Hot Mic, if you didn't, follow me on Hot Mic. If you did, great for you. I said Hot Mic. Follow me on Hot Mic. All right, in the comment section here on YouTube, going down the list from what I see, Tyrone Man 14, I appreciate you. 200 Rivera, I appreciate you. TJ Pandragging, I pronounce your name, I butcher your name, I appreciate you. All right, Jordan Price, I appreciate you. King Drew, Judge Cantrell, Desmond Edmond, Miles Cormier, P Strand, Worldwide, Lacey Adams, Brassman, Rosalind Ridley, Julian, I appreciate every single one of you. It's about to start coming right now. I can see the names that's coming right now. Here we go. All right, DeMarcus, Timothy, Nigel, I appreciate all of you. Mr. GameCube 17, thank you for what you've done. DB Yo, I appreciate you. Donald Walker, Devin 11, Ricky Bobby, Random Trainer X. I hope you're a random trainer in Pokemon. I want to encounter you and do battle. Hit 'em 1030. I appreciate you. Bitter Samurai Productions. I appreciate you. Pablo Mendoza. Thank you. Richard Smiley. I appreciate you so much. Every single one of you guys who tuned in. Mordecai. Goody Goose. Tommy Griffin. Thank you so much. Apprentice Baker. Andrew Harrington. CJ Stewart. All you had to do was tune into Hot Mic, CJ. Amir. Thornhart. Luis Torres, Ryan Olson, Jose Cruz, Divine Magician, Chase Martin, Tyler Cook, Sahal Elmi. All right, Peyton Ellison. Peyton, shout out to you. You've been following me for about 3 years. Also a native New Yorker. Unfortunately, you know, you're from the Bronx. But I do appreciate you wholeheartedly because you've been rocking with me for a minute. Send me some more, DMs on IG. I haven't heard from you from a while. Actually, you came to mind the other day. I was like, yo, whatever happened to that dude from the Bronx that hit me up? It's very funny. I remember everybody who I speak to. But I appreciate you wholeheartedly for supporting me as long as you have. You have no idea how much gratitude I have towards you, brother. GC Spectoral Umbreon, I appreciate you. I made a joke about the Umbreon the other day, actually with the cat earlier today on the commentary. Random Trainer X once again, Tommy Griffin. Wes Martinez, yes, Wes, I appreciate you, brother. How are you doing? And I'm still subscribed to your channel. I'm waiting on that new music, man. Send it to me. Send me an email. I want to hear it. I want to see you grow, brother. I want to see you grow. Zion? Is that Zion? Zion Blade, Steve Downs. Slice, Steve Downs, thank you for everything that you do. You support on me on Patreon. I appreciate you as well. Slice, Little Bray Bray, Matten. I said Matten. That's Matthew. Matthew, Smucky, I thank you. Mr. Emerald 123, thank you for tuning in. If this was the old Sonic games, you'd be a Chaos Emerald. Snowbeam, I appreciate you for tuning in. Xavier Burns, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for telling me great job. I'm happy you enjoyed it. Smoke Green with several different, zeros and threes. Writing Ayo, what's good? I'm thankful that you were here. All right, I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in. Angelo, Urena, thanks for tuning in as well. I'm about to hop off of this stream. I'm gonna tune right back in later on. Stay tuned. Tomorrow, the commentary will be uploaded. As for what the hell is a pass interference in the NFL, that will be coming next week. Initially, it was going to be this week. It's coming next week. What else is there? Chiseling of the Unchiseled Adonis, episode 4, coming up next week as well. And the roast of Andre for, copywriting my material. That is coming next week. Well, then again, just copyright flagging for using his video, but then being kind of a douchebag about it. I'll talk about it when the time comes. But just one more round of the people that's there. Happy Clown. Enough from the clown. I appreciate you for tuning in. Ian Vega, I appreciate you. Lacey Adams, thank you for everything that you do. Always a constant staple in my live streams. Brass Man, I appreciate you as well. Darn tootin', the Steelers will win. Abim Kane, I appreciate you as well. Julian, I shouted you out. Timothy Jenkins, I don't think I said your name, but thank you so much. Do you think you can do Hawks Niners on Monday night if I'm home? If I'm home, I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot if I'm home. King Drew, Ravens versus Steelers. Damn it, I'll try. I will try. Initially, I was supposed to be my debut for that game, but then something came up. I couldn't do it. I couldn't get home in time. Saul Devalos, whatever it is. I appreciate you making you laugh. Shout out from Wisconsin. Thank you. I appreciate you from the land of the cheese. Thomas Williams, thank you so much for tuning in. Tyler Cook, thank you so much. Robert, thank you. And I'm about to head out. Have yourselves a good night. Stay safe in these streets. Stay tuned. Tomorrow, game highlight commentary will be uploaded. And if you haven't, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Facebook. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. More importantly, follow Hot Mic on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and here on YouTube. Download that app. I'm putting it one last time. Utilize the promo code Adonis. And hey, even if you're not watching me, you can watch other creators do their commentary live on the game, so you don't have to listen to these, monotonous, monotone guys who have no real sort of energy, or girls, or they don't have those energy. So tune in, man. They got some dope people on the app. It's definitely gonna be worth your while. I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in. And although I see a couple of new names, I have to do it. I was gonna leave, I have to do it. Brody, I thank you guys. I thank you for tuning in. Devin11, I appreciate you. Zach, I appreciate you. Timothy, I appreciate you once more. JM, I appreciate you. 200 Mar Rivera, thank you so much for tuning in. Mr. Emerald, thank you for putting 5 on it. No Nut November just ended for you. The Raiders done won. This man busting a nut. That's unfortunate. Get yourself a handkerchief. Clean off your damn pants. Brat Bond, thank you for tuning in. Squire Simpson, I appreciate you. Miles Cormier, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Have yourselves a good night. I'm signing off. This has been the Hot Mic debut for the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis. You have yourself a magnificent night and enjoy your Friday prime time, or I should say Thursday Night Football game highlight commentary coming at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that is. Good night. Thanks for tuning in.